Okay.
Probably not.
I did. Probably. So yeah, let's see. You guys travel. You know what? Let's just, for the shits and giggles, we haven't been to Coralie for an ever. She's been having her little solo adventures.
You mean following the main quest line?
What are you talking about? The party decides the main quest.
Yeah, there's not really no such thing as a main quest line in RPG.
So yeah, you've been traveling with an NPC, fun, and
Richie Rich.
you're leaving the place that we were the ranch, and where were you going? You had I believe you had a plan to go somewhere.
Yes. It was to go to the railway bridge and see what fishing areas there are on either side of the railway bridge, and also potentially look up as we travel along the railway tracks to see if there are any obvious or semi-obvious marks of, you know, railway trackside activities.
So yeah, you and Mr. Prager travel towards the bridge. Let's see, let me do a little thingamabob here on the background. And I just completely misspelled roll. Welcome. You know what, just for funsies. Meanwhile, Mr. What is that, Grayson?
Yep, that's me.
You've been traveling towards Strawberry? I don't think we ever agreed on a reason why.
We did agree on a reason why.
Okay, so I just don't remember it. Well done, me. Welcome. So
He's got plans, you see, with Lee Johnson to settle this land and build a life for himself. Reference.
let's see, did I have a bridge map? No. So, Coralie approaches the bridge and he sees a wagon, and I believe you have a horse, Grayson.
I do not have a wagon, I just have a horse.
Okay, you just have a horse.
Aren't you supposed to be a coachman?
I know, right? Aren't they supposed to have
Used to be a
wagons?
coachman.
I'm just gonna pretend that he has a wagon nonetheless.
Well, it wasn't in my equipment anywhere, so if you want to give me a wagon, I'll take a wagon.
Fuck it, you have a wagon now, because why the fuck not? Really, Coachman still? Oh well, whatever.
I mean, I think the wagon itself is worth like 150 gold or something, so it probably makes sense. Why not?
I-
As a starting career.
I guess so, yeah.
I mean, you're just the person. I mean, a fisherman doesn't come with a.
Yeah, a coachman doesn't even come with a fucking horse.
Really?
Yeah,
What do they start
They-
with?
a blunderbuss, medium armor, and an instrument, a coach horn.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
You blow into the coach horn, and then you wait, and your mount arrives. It falls outside of render range.
See, that's why you're gonna steal another horse and build your pond with it. So you can increase the range.
My other class gave me a horse.
That,
Because as we
his
agreed,
advanced class.
there we go.
we agreed that I got the trappings from
Perfect.
the other class.
He has a wagon now. A fancy one.
Ooh.
So you come across a coachman, waiting, resting up on the road. Shall you stop by and talk to him?
Yeah, sure. Why not? We've been traveling for quite a while. Could use a quick rest.
Am I
Hello there.
sleeping?
You would probably be awake. It is like daytime. Unless your coachman just has a really fucked up sleeping schedule.
I mean, he is a...
That's not unrealistic.
Roll me a 100 to see if you're asleep or not.
Can't tell if you're being serious or not.
No, you're awake.
Roll for sleeping pattern. That sounds like a fucking roll I'd find in the goddamn Shadowrun book.
Probably. No, in Fatal it's a roll for anal circumference.
Circumference. Yes.
Yeah, I'm
But
aware.
I mean, it does sound something that it would be included in those rules,
Exactly.
since that would, you know, denote at which point you are more vulnerable.
Alright, so I'm paint the scene. I'm just sitting here by a fire.
Yeah, you would be probably camping out, taking a small little rest, because you've been probably traveling for like a week.
What now?
So you're probably sitting by a campfire, and all of a sudden you see two people walk up to you. A quite lovely woman and what seems to be her, what do you assume is a bodyguard.
How you doing there, ma'am? Sir?
Other. And also 2 horses. Good evening, sir. Are you heading for Strawberry?
That I am.
I'm actually from there. Well, traveling from there at any rate. The road ahead appears to be in fairly good condition. It seems that you are traveling with your carriage. Or
Well, I reckon it is. It wasn't too bumpy. Might be a little bit of the outskirts too much for you. In all that fancy dress you got.
Oh, I'm quite sure I'll manage. She slightly covers up the more fanciful dress with the more rugged winter clothes that she has on top of them.
What brings you out this way?
Hell, it is the most peculiar thing. Fishing, actually. Not something one would assume at this time of year, but once the ice break, I hear the fishing here is quite excellent.
Now, ain't there a river out by Strawberry?
Oh yes, but, you know, small rivers, small fish. I'm here for the big ones.
Of course you are. I reckon he does all the fishing for you.
Oh no, he's just temporary assistance. It appears that this area, although abundant in nature's beauty, has a slight problem with the more unsavory elements of humanity.
Now, ain't that just so? I reckon you mean bandits and highwaymen.
Yes, I must say that it was not only a couple of days ago that a shipment or carriage much like your own was attacked just outside of Strawberry. Unless one is prepared, and even going alone might be a bit dangerous.
I reckon I'll be alright. But just outside of town, there was a robber. Ain't there a sheriff such?
If one can call them such, yes. But I would say in name only. I had quite the quarrel with them, trying to get them to lift their drunken asses off the benches and go and find something that was stolen from me. But alas, to no avail. It also appears that they have been quite ineffectual at solving greater crime in this area. One wonders what it is that they actually do, beyond keeping the local whiskey producers in business, I suppose.
Now, how does a sheriff get elected acting like that?
She shrugs. I suppose it might be in a similar vein as the mayor. One has enough connections and money.
And then one buys the ballot box. I understand completely.
Of course, these are merely my views of the town. There are some good people in there, but the ones currently holding office are, in my humble opinion, rather untrustworthy.
Well, I appreciate the information. I was thinking about setting shop up in Strawberry, but maybe not now.
Oh. And what is your business, if I may inquire, beyond ferrying people? Or is out of character? What sort of wagon are you carrying? Is it like people carriage or cargo
I would
wagon?
assume it's a wagon which can carry people or.
Probably either.
I think it's like more of is it a coach wagon or is it like
Yeah,
a two-person wagon for storage?
or one of them, very stereotypical canvas-covered.
I would think it's
Thingamabob.
stereotypical canvas covered, except for it's not canvas covered.
Right.
Because the more nutriment, the wealthier of a target I would appear, and now that wouldn't make any sense.
I'm just gonna leave that up to you. I gave you a wagon, but yeah, it's probably a basic.
It's just a wagon. There's nothing special about it. It's not meant for carrying just people. More likely cargo. Well, I'm a transporter. People hire me to take stuff from one location to another and keep it safe in the process.
Well, in that case, I would say that there is a great deal of business that surely could be had over here, although isn't the train line some pretty stiff competition?
Trains don't go everywhere, and they're oftentimes robbed.
Quite. This particular line appears to have difficulties in that aspect as well. Although I suppose the line would prefer to call them mechanical failures. Still, it doesn't change the fact that shipments go missing.
And what exactly sort of mechanical failures, as I put up the air quotes, would you be referring to? Robberies?
Well, one would hate to presume, but if one were to make some guesses, it could be that with, again, a certain amount of connections and wealth, one could make certain undesirable shipments disappear, or at least ensure that they do not reach their proper designated destinations.
Now, see what I gather in my profession. I've been robbed a time or two. When you got 15 guns pointed at you, you do what you're told. But I reckon that ain't nobody paying somebody to ride on a train. It's the stuff that's on the train pays for itself.
Quite so, if one is interested in the worth of the items on the train, but when one thinks of slightly greater business, the non-shipment can be more valuable than the items themselves. You would see, for example, a saloon owner that does not get his shipments. Yes, a saloon owner getting or not getting his wares could wound out of business, and another could take his place. In that case, the worth of the items themselves is trivial in comparison. Wouldn't you agree?
Well, it all depends on who you're talking about. See, the person doing the robbing, he likes what's on the train. But the person hiring to do the robbing, he wants the business out of business. Everybody wins. Except for those that lose, obviously. But
Quite right.
I see your point of view.
I'm of course not trying to dissuade you from starting your business at Strawberry, just to be mindful that certain elements might be interested in ensuring that shipments do not travel too well. And it appears that the train line is more than ready to ensure that only certain things get where they are supposed to be.
Well, I understand, and I appreciate the information. What's your name, miss?
Oh, right, I never introduced myself. I am Corey Trump. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
Well, Miss Trump, my name is Grayson Sloan, and it's a pleasure to meet yours.
The pleasure's all mine, Mr. Sloan. Although, now that I come to think of it, you wouldn't have happened to have met a man of similar profession as yourselves whilst on the road, a man also selling various items, perhaps a bit too fond of his liquor.
That describes probably everybody that rides a horse out here, ma'am.
Every single fucking one of them.
True enough. Perhaps I could provide some other more pertinent points of identification. And she describes the drunken person that we escorted into Strawberry. Blah,
yeah,
blah, 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 blah.
Daniel Samuelson.
I don't know nobody by that name.
I mean, I could give you, if you want to know. You might know because he is in the same business as you, so you might know your competitor.
Or you might have seen him in some other... I don't know your backstory. It was just a thought.
So if you want to roleplay as that you might have met him once and or maybe even twice, that's up to you. Or I guess. Yeah, no, I'm just gonna leave that to you. I was thinking of making you roll like int.
I sent you messages, Marcus.
Oh. Oh, okay. Got it. Okay. Got it. So, yeah, you wouldn't know him. No. Maybe in the way past, but yeah, no.
Well, ma'am, yeah, I don't know anyone by that description. You said Daniel Samuelson. Why you asking about him? You got business with him or something?
Perhaps. He is on the very short list of people who might have taken something that belongs to me.
I see. Well, I'll keep an eye out. What exactly was it that may or may not have been taken from you by this gentleman?
Well, the worth of the item is trivial at best, but it was my grandfather's pocket watch. I would very much like to be reacquainted with it.
I understand sentimental value in items, but pocket watches are a dime a dozen. Where exactly might I find your specific watch if I do come across it? How do you know that one's yours? Is what I'm trying to say.
It has a very special engraving upon it, and I point at the mountain over yonder, depicting that particular mountain. It also has the engraving CVT upon it. I can show where the initials are engraved.
Understood. If I see it, I'll try to find you. You staying in Strawberry? You got yourself a residence yet, or?
Well, I do not intend to stay so long to require residence, but I do have a room at the local hotel.
Well, Miss Trump, if I come across your watch, I'll of course bring it back to you.
Most kind of you.
That being said, I think I ought to get on the road again. You said you're going fishing, and obviously that river ain't good enough for you, which means there's only going to be about 2 or 3 of them around this area that might be. But be careful, the ice might be a little thin.
Thank you, we'll keep that in mind, and safe travels.
Same to you. Start getting my horse and buggy ready and all that.
Yeah, you douse the fire.
Well, I was just going to, since, real life practicality, if he has a fire going, we'll probably just, annex it.
Yeah.
Assuming we haven't probably eaten today so far, so we'll...
No, make your own!
Make your own! Stomp, stomp, stomp!
I toss a gargantuan amount of snow into the fire and piss upon it, just out of principle.
So that was a lovely little pleasant conversation. And you part ways, and Cory takes over the fireplace over by the bridge and starts looking around at the nice little view out into the flat iron lake.
Hmm.
And there we go. Reveal more of the map here. What do you see? With the rails going across through the bridge.
Yeah, considering that bridge is for
train
traffic only. Yeah, I didn't come that way. I came from...
you came from actually over by here. There's a small little way, if you were to take a look at this.
Yeah, I see the road that cuts across, which would connect to this spot.
There you go. There's a small little road over by here that you came through. A small little crossing. Since you probably came from, maybe St.
I came from up there, go south and back north because there's no road that cuts across.
Well, yeah. Yeah. So while we pan over to the Emmett and Samuel and the bear, who reach after about day's travel to Strawberry. And let me see, has it happened yet? Yes, it has. Cool, welcome. So yeah, you arrive by Strawberry and start looking around for the rider, whose name I completely also forgot.
Man, you got here fast, Kai.
Don't you know that he knows instant transmission? I gave it to him just because he's Finnish. Yeah, totally.
I see, playing favorites.
Yeah. So yeah, you three reach Strawberry and start looking around. Let me see if you find him straight off the bat, or are you guys a little unlucky? You guys are a little unlucky as you go into the Strawberry. You don't seem to find the rider.
Alright, I guess I'll try and look for him with the perception.
Try what? Oh, you start looking around a little bit more in detail, and let me see. Ooh, you find him by the barber, getting his haircut.
I'll take a step inside of the barber.
Let me see who was the owner of the barber again.
What was the name of
Strawberry. Who runs the barber? Matilda Cooper. Ooh, Jay's wife. So you enter and she's like, welcome. Are you here to get your haircut?
No, this is a social call for that gentleman over there.
Oh, of course. And you approach, and little cannot remember his name. It doesn't matter, I'm just gonna make it up.
Okay, we'll make it up and then tell me.
Let's see. Because I doubt that anybody remembers his name.
Who? The mayor?
No, the
dude
one guy, the rider that you met on the road like 2 sessions ago, or last week.
Oh, the guy who stole the necklace?
No.
That's
referring to the guy who owes us
the writer, the writer.
I remember his book's name. It was like the Blue Moon and the Blue Skies, or something like that.
Ashton.
Blue Waters and the Blue Moon. Yeah, that's what it was. So yeah, he looks upon you and is like,
Blue moon. Yes,
I'm sitting by the blue moon. So yeah, you approach him and he's like, "Ah, it's I met you at the road a few days ago. What's up?"
I've come to call upon that favor, Mr. Edwards.
Ah, sure. What do you need? My book
need
isn't
something
quite
right.
done, so I can't give that to you yet.
I don't care for your book. I need you to write something for me.
Shots fired.
He
Yeah,
said, "Fuck your book."
yeah.
I
Damn
don't read, so I care not for your
For your fuckery.
I see. Is it that you wish to learn to read? What do you want?
No, I need you to write a letter for me.
Ah, sure, of course. Shall I just write it here, or
Nah, take
Is-
your time, get your haircut done.
Ah, sure. Just wait around for a moment. We should be done soon. Oh, yes, just a few more snips here and shave. Here we go. And a few minutes later, the barber finishes the work and he goes and follows you outside.
He comes out of a puff of vape smoke, he's got a man bun, and a douchebag's expression on his face.
Well, he is quite a fancy looking man. He is.
This town has been invaded by Vikings with bad dress sense.
And you guys go probably to your house
I
to
shot
ride it?
Coon.
Or maybe there's a saloon?
Yeah, I'd take him to the salon so he could
Okay, saloon, somewhat like a little bit more private. Well, there's not exactly any private, but nobody really pays attention to you at the saloon. And you tell him that you want him to write a frightening letter.
Yeah, essentially.
The first look at
Write
this,
me some blackmail.
it's just gonna be like, write me
Well, he
some
owes me a favor.
blackmail. Wait,
Oh.
what?
Yeah, and then I point at the fact that I've got a deputy star on my shirt, and I'd say, you know, if you want to be, you might want to play ball.
A little questionable, but alright.
I could contrive a reason as to why I should throw you behind bars.
Alright, that's gonna take a little while. As you guys are, would Samuel and the bear do anything while in Strawberry?
They'd stay outside of the barber's shop
Oh,
and wait for Emmett.
I'm in the saloon now.
yeah, then probably after in the saloon. Well, outside of the saloon, obviously.
Then Sam would join Emmett in the saloon.
Okay, yeah, just hits the bear outside.
Yes, blackmail. Literally. Right, now I'm thinking of that fucking Family Guy skit where he just yells, blackmail! Then fucking Cleveland walks up and hands his mail. And I don't even know what to call what you're doing to me!
Alright, let's see it. Rika is still traveling.
Fucking
Okay.
fiend.
So you're gonna take a little bit more longer to get into town. The first one who would probably get into town would be, in this case, Grayson Slane, who reaches Strawberry.
Not to be confused with Grayson Stain. Grayish stain.
Well, I'm gonna.
Also not to be confused with Grayson's stain, which is something different entirely.
We never had this much of a split in the group.
Yeah, that's good.
Like, at the
But
point-
like, if it makes you feel better, we're all going to the same place besides Corey. You know, we're all meeting back in Strawberry. It's just the route that we're taking is a little different.
Yeah.
I love it.
I'll need to split myself off from the party too. After this, I'm gonna ride to San Denise and fuck whatever you guys are doing.
That's what Corey's doing.
After that, I'm riding to Tahiti. You can't stop me. I have a plan.
Alright, Slade, so you...
I still have a plan.
Still have that
So
plan.
I'm gonna
And it
ride
involves
over to the
Tahiti.
stables.
Yep, you stop by at the stables.
And then it's off to the saloon.
Okay, yeah. In the saloon, you find let's see, how populated is the saloon currently? Okay, about average. It's, let's see, how many customers is that? All of 8 customers, which is pretty decent at this time of hour.
Uno momento, I need to get some trash out of my room.
That's not including Samuel and Emmett. The strange thing, when you enter the saloon, you see a damn bear hitched to the outside. That gives you a little pause.
There's a bear that's hitched.
Yeah,
outside.
it's hitched to the horse post, I would assume.
It is entirely inadequately leashed. You get the distinct feeling that bear could wander off and by just tearing the thin rope whenever it wants to.
But he doesn't.
I'm
But he doesn't, currently.
and I look around at all the other people in the street. Like,
They're like, yeah, we're kinda used to this fucking shit.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back.
They're just like,
and I'm gonna walk in the saloon.
Man, that plate has been sitting on the table not exceptionally long, but the second I walked back in my room, I just got a massive whiff of bacon.
alright, you end at the saloon, which I already said is filled with 8 persons, not including the party, so in total of 10.
So I walk in, and
See the black midget talking to you. Nah.
I see a black midget. Okay.
Haven't seen that one before. Wasn't expecting to see that one before.
I
Oh, there's
but
Baishan again.
There's Baishan again. He's all over the place. Well, let's see. You guys would have probably have this table here.
Yeah.
As
With Leatherman. Although
while
Rika would not
Rika is
be.
not here.
Yeah.
Yep.
There we go.
Go ahead and place that.
Yeah,
Almost
let's
like he doesn't
just
have a
give
token.
him.
Up! Look! There's the sheriff. He's managed to get himself out of his sticky
Oh yeah, he's
situation.
just like sitting there, and it was just like, wasn't it funny when you attacked me and I almost killed one of your friends? Wasn't that fun?
Yeah. Wasn't it real fun when you couldn't hit me?
But no, he's not there.
so I'm gonna
Wasn't it fun when I have no lying ability and still
saunter
deceived
over
you?
here. And stand next to the bar.
Alright, let's give him a Star Wars token. There we go.
Hello, bitch Kenobi.
And
Yeah, you approach the barkeep and he's like, hello, welcome. What I can get ya?
I'll take a whiskey.
Whiskey coming up.
How much you charge for that around here, anyways?
God damn it. Believe
You hear
it
me
was
yell
like a
from the
silver
table.
or
Too much,
something
my
like
friend. Too much.
that. I believe that was just a silver for a spirit. Let me double check. So I won't overprice you. Spirit bottle is 1 silver. Yeah, so he goes like, yeah, well, 1 dime, sir.
Alright. Slap a dime on the counter. Is that for a bottle or a shot?
It's like a small bottle, I would assume, since it says in the book bottle.
Okay. Then I'll take my bottle and saunter over here. After a short conversation. Say, now who owns that bear out there? Talking to the bartender.
Oh, the bear. I believe it's the little ones over there. They sometimes arrive in the town and
It would be that jigaboo over there, sir. That's what the bartender says.
the ones over there right by the table.
You mean to tell me that nigger over there owns that bear?
You got it.
Well, that's a little harsh wording, but yes, you could say that.
Oh my goodness.
No, it's not, Marcus.
The most progressive barkeep in the history of mankind.
Yep, right here,
What
guys.
the fuck?
Take notes.
He actually likes them.
Yeah, I know. We can.
I immediately assumed the first word that was going to come out of his mouth is, the owner of that bear would be that jigaboo over there.
No, this guy is like the nicest guy fucking alive.
Shit, shell shocked. Man, don't I feel bad for misjudging people?
Well, alright then. And the town's fine with that. Just letting a
Well, there was a little bit
letting a
of
jigaboo ride a bear through town. Ain't nobody caused a ruckus about that.
I don't know why now, but the second I said that, I'm just thinking of that that news report where someone was trying to say Martin Luther King and they said Martin Luther Coon.
Whoa.
And then immediately corrected themselves. I was like, holy fuck.
How you really feel, my dude?
that was a news report. That was a fucking anchor, man.
Well, it was a little strange at the start, but well, people are still scared of it and try to skip their distance.
Well, yeah, it's a bear. I mean, what more do you expect people to do? I mean, that just ain't right.
Well, just
Should've been
assume
shot
that
down
it's
into the
one of them circus folk.
Yeah, the coon is a midget, ain't he? Alright. You have a good day, sir.
Ah, good day.
But the bear's still a bear.
And as I'm walking back, Emmett, which way are you facing?
I'd be facing forward towards the... I guess that fuckboy right there across the table who's writing me the letter.
Alright, I have a question. Were you bearded a few years ago?
Probably.
Okay.
Like, my character was shaved when he left the gang and whatnot for the purposes of living kind of a normal life. But he has gotten beardy again as a result of the whole traveling.
Gonna come up right here and go, "Excuse me, sir."
I look over as I was like waiting for this guy to write the letter. I look up at you. Hello, sir. Why?
Is your name?
I know you from somewhere.
Is your name Emmett?
I believe so. Yes. Last time I checked.
Well, I'll be damned. It's been a few years.
Probably has. Can't even quite remember who the hell you are.
Well, I reckon you wouldn't, considering I ain't all bloody.
Oh, bloody, huh? And I'm just like sitting there trying to think. You know what? I'm gonna roll intelligence to see if I can't figure out exactly who your character is.
Nah,
Turn my head to
yeah.
the right, and you'll see a scar going around his left eye.
Let's see if I can't remember.
I am here to
Oh, I do.
terminate your ass.
Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that. I do remember. It's all flooding back to me. And then you just see my fucking expression drop.
Oh, was he a part of the old gang?
No, I robbed the fuck out of him.
Oh.
That scar on his face, I gave it to him.
Oops.
Uh-oh.
Oops.
Is that a funny story we can all laugh about?
It's only business. It's only game.
Yeah, so like you just see, like as soon as you turn your face and I look at it, I'm like, it's like all of that's flooding back to me. Man, how time flies.
I just want to say to you, sir, one thing and one thing only. Thank you.
I raise an eyebrow or two.
I look around and kind of get low, lower my tone and everything, so that we can't necessarily be over. If it wasn't for you doing that to me that day, I wouldn't have realized how easy it is to make some money and find my calling. I appreciate it.
I like cock my head over to Samuel. I'm like, well, I believe I have seen it all. This is the first time in my life anyone has ever thanked me for robbing them.
Ah, 'tis touching indeed, a tale of forgiveness. You should count yourself lucky that a past victim would come up to you to forgive you.
I ain't forgiving him. I wasn't his victim. I mean, sure, he beat on me a little bit, but...
Ah, 'tis a kind
He
thing.
wasn't robbing me, he was robbing my employer.
'Tis a kind thing for you to say, even though it is not true.
What, you think I was foolish enough to carry my own income on me? Stuff was insured, I got paid.
Ah, good ending then.
Sorry, yeah, return my head over to good old Slain, is it? Or
Yeah,
Salone?
slain.
Saloon.
Slain. I said Salone, not Saloon. But yeah, I turn my head to Slain. I'm like, so what you doing here, partner?
Well, I reckon the same thing you are. And then at that point, I'm going to roll perception to see if I
Notice the badge.
Yeah.
Watch him have absurd perception. Never mind. He's just like Bashan. Blind.
Blind.
No, it's just
My shots are actually rolled better than his.
fascinated by the dancing girls over by the corner doing the can for the fourth day in a row, pretty much.
Well, I mean, it's the most popular dance of the time. But with your statement of probably the same thing I'm doing here, I look at you as I take a sip from my little water flask. More than you know, friend. More than you know. I look over at the guy who's writing the letter. Got done finished with that?
Yeah, it's the... Do you need a signature for this one?
Hell no. I don't need no damn signature.
Yeah, tripping.
Oh, a little letter here that you're sending, but not gonna
If
question it.
anything, write down signed fuck you.
Alright, signed fuck and you. Shall I put this into an envelope?
I think at that point it's just a little much.
Well, alrighty then. Here's your letter. This one will be free since I did owe you a little for giving me that ride.
Indeed you did. Now, not a word about this.
Oh, of course. And I expect you to read my book when I release it.
And I expect I'll read it when I learn how to read.
He
Take the
nods
letter.
and walks into the ether.
Goes to report the crime to the sheriff, and then realizes that none of them are there. Because they've either quit their job or died.
Let's see, what is he gonna do?
Mind if I take a seat?
Sure, go right ahead.
He would actually go to the sheriff and question it about it, but yeah, like you said, he's gone.
So, being is that we are what we are, and we're operating in the same territory, why don't we pool our resources?
Pool our resources together.
Yeah, you know, I'm sure you still operating with some of them boys from before.
Just one
And,
now.
Well, in that case, you need an extra set of hands now, don't you?
I suppose I do.
And it'd be nice to rekindle our friendship.
You finally learned how to shoot?
Quote unquote.
Well, I've always known you
friendship.
just got the jump on me. I didn't get a chance to get it out.
Well, if you're as a marksman as you say you are, then maybe you'll actually prove to be a better damn shot than half the people I've run into within this damn town.
I ain't claiming I'm no Billy the Kid or nothing, but got a few years on him anyways.
Oh, you may not be no damn Billy the Kid,
I'll
but
be right back.
I sure as hell hope that you at least stack up at least the Jesse James. One of these damn yokels around here shot me right in the chest. Didn't do a dent to my damn character.
Well, then I guess it wouldn't have mattered much back then if I had pulled on you or not.
But anyways,
But yeah, I've gotten better.
well, that's good to hear. At least now you might be so robbable.
Talking about
Well,
that, give me all of your money.
Yeah, hand it over right now.
I don't intend being the one withdrawing funds.
Well, that's good at the very least.
I only receive deposits now.
Well, it's currently not exactly for me to say as to whether or not you be led into our very little mismatch. That be going to my, I guess, current boss. But if you feel so inclined, I can fill you with the details of what's currently going on. If you're the trustworthy sort.
Well, I am a man of my word. That's all we have to go on these days anymore, right?
Suppose so.
But I think such discussions shouldn't be held in the front room of a saloon.
No. There's a little place that we own just a little ways from the town. It's this old shack. You'll know when we see it. Used to be owned by this old coot.
Keyword used to, right?
Yep, used to. And I start leading them towards that what is it? The shack that we own. Ah, now he's got a good picture for it finally.
Yeah, you can tell that I just got it from some website there, because it's filled with those.
Old sack of shit for sale.
Alright, so you guys go
Owner had the only strain of airborne gonorrhea known to mankind.
to the shack while Rika is still approaching the town. Probably already should be in the distance of there about-ish.
Used to.
You know what, let's keep on focusing the three of you. So you go into the shack.
And I have a seat at any one of the derelict fucking old wooden chairs that may be around.
Hey, there's at least one little nice little rocking chair where the old man, well, sit. He might be still around since you never told him to fucking leave.
No, we did.
I know that you wanted
We told
to
him that
construct him.
we gave him the money as a means of being
Oh
able
yeah,
to,
at the hotel.
reconstruct a home for him while on the same land, just not on the same exact property line. Well, on the property, but not on the same location. Because, you know, we were gonna knock the shack down and put like an inn. I believe it was.
Yes, that's something. Strip club.
So this is your place, huh?
For now, we're gonna knock this damn thing down real soon and put something else up. I think Rico was talking about an inn.
Well, then we just leave the saloon and the hotel's across the street.
There's a number of things that we're gonna be doing for this place.
I just don't much see the sense in building another inn.
Well, it's not exactly gonna be a normal inn. It's a front for something.
Why
I don't
not
know.
just make it
Paranormal, perhaps?
Get a couple of ladies.
That's that was the plan.
Well, that ain't an inn now, is it? It's a cat house.
Well, there will be a couple of inns and some outs.
I was about to say that. Well, I mean, again, he handles the logistics of stuff like that that I know nothing about. But on an actual side, though, as to what's going on, you would happen to have met any of those illustrious Coopers, would you?
Emmett, I'll be honest with you, I literally just came in, went to the saloon to get a drink, and then I saw you. I don't know nothing about this area.
You remember Sam? Probably not.
Last thing I remember is your fist hitting my face repeatedly.
There was a boy I used to run with. Well, I say boy, he was older than me, but he acted like a fucking child. His dad owns this town. When I got here, his son was looking to hire me as a deputy, if you can believe that.
Wait, is that the one who was trembling every time he was holding his pistol at me?
Yep. He was a goddamn useless sack of shit then, and he's still a goddamn useless sack of shit, except now, at least at the very damn least, he's worth something to this town.
Not really.
In name alone.
And he's the sheriff.
Is
You
the
just said
sheriff,
you
or
work
his
for him?
dad is the mayor.
I mean, sure, I guess he has 1-2 shootouts on his sheriff careers.
Again, you might actually have something to the contrary that would prove his worth, Marcus.
I'll tell you right
is
now, those were nothing but fucking luck.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you this right now. My character feasibly recalls about him. None of it is, astoundingly, professionally amazing. Like my character basically remembers him being a bumbling fucktard.
I mean, yeah.
Like he's the Ron Pilkington of fucking cowboys.
He definitely
He
got
fucking
better.
stumbles dick first into success by being a bumblefuck.
Well, I got some information you may want to know. There's a marshal coming to town. He may already be here for all I know.
I figured there was going to be a marshal coming to town, especially about all the trouble that we just caused.
Well, no, ain't no word of trouble coming out, but out in Valentine they were mentioning a marshal, U.S. marshal coming here to root out corruption.
Well, he showed up a little damn late, didn't he?
I figured get in while the getting's good, and then get out before he shows up. But he may have already gotten here. I don't know yet. I ain't seen.
Well, allow me to kind of elaborate exactly as to what I've done in the past few damn days being here.
Obviously got hooked up with a nigger.
Well, that happened a few days ago before I even got to this town. And for what he is, he's a fine gentleman.
He's a midget, and he owns a bear. The finest part about him is that he's got the bear to back up anything he has to say.
Hey, I've seen him fight. Even without that damn bear, I ain't gonna tussle with him. Not unless I'm expecting to lose a few damn fingers.
I ain't saying nothing bad about the blackies. I ain't too keen on having them watch my back.
Well, nonetheless, got myself in a bit of a situation here. He brought me in here to hire me as a deputy. That's Sam. And in the short period of time that I've been here, I realized what his family was doing to this town. Specifically, they were running around trying to buy up all of this town. And they couldn't buy you out, they tried to force you out. I don't know why they're trying to purchase every property in this town, what their ultimate plan is. But I know they've tried to put that saloon owner out of business. The person who used to live here was an old man, the Undertaker, for years. Well, shit. They charged him $500 on 1 month of rent. Look at this goddamn shack.
Well, I mean,
what in the fuck in this shack is worth $500?
Why would they be charging the Undertaker?
Are you guys in the shack right now?
Unless they had a lot of death. I mean,
yeah, we're in the shack.
Why didn't you just, cleanse the town and put the Undertaker back in business?
Oh, they fired him. They fired him, and then they started raising his rent.
They fired the Undertaker?
Yep.
How do you fire an Undertaker?
Very delicately, I imagine.
The only thing that's guaranteed in life is death and taxes.
Well, not even death is guaranteed anymore.
So what, now nobody dies just because the Undertaker's fired? I mean, come on now.
Yeah, well, they fired
I mean, how the hell else do you explain Fate Point burning?
Well, if we happen to be living in fallen London, then yeah, nobody dies anymore.
Well, yeah, fucking, they went up. They went up and raised his rent and fired his ass.
Now imagine you shot these people already.
And then we got the former deputies of this town, ones that we came in to replace. Apparently, everyone remembers them fondly, but then everyone said they turned to crime. Well, I got to thinking, that's a little odd, especially considering, according to people of this town, they set up some damn job board and were going around helping everyone. One of them spent all his damn time helping a damn blacksmith out. What kind of group of individuals who spend so much time trying to help all the people with their day-to-day lives suddenly turn to crime with absolutely no trigger to it? See, that bothers me. So I went out to go find them. Guess what I found out? They raised some qualms with the way that this family is trying to buy up everything in this town. Guess what they did?
They picked a fight with
the. They picked a fight with the deputies, and the deputies had to shoot their way out.
One of the
what I have figured out is that the family that runs this town is causing a whole mess of trouble for everyone involved here. And it would do this place a good service if we got rid of them.
And as you say that, Rika opens the door with a captive.
So you done flipped a switch on me there, Emmett. See, here I was thinking you were some bad outlaw, but you sitting here trying to help everybody.
Well, I like to believe that I've changed. But, I'm sure there are better ways that I could have handled this situation instead of what we did to that man. And I point over at the captive, which is, well, the fucking sheriff of the town, heavily fucking brutalized.
I'd like to think I've changed, he says, after getting some more blackmail and...
Yeah, well, no, yeah,
the sheriff.
The follow-up, yeah, the sentence... Yeah, no,
it's baby steps.
I like to think, yeah, no, the sentence...
He'd like to think.
Oh, yeah, no, I'd like to
He'd
think
very much like to think, so...
But I'm about to start saying a whole bunch of things to the contrary, and followed up with, I haven't.
So
I like to think I've changed, but I think I could have handled the situation a whole lot better than leading all of those deputies to their deaths, brutalizing and capturing the sheriff of the town, raiding another town. I'm a bad man. And not a single ounce of... And everything that I seem to try just doesn't seem to change that.
So as that happens, I walk in. I see, Emmett. Got the dude and all that. And I'm like, all right. I said, we all set up. I say, who's this? As I point over to you, Grayson.
Name's Grayson Slane. An old friend of Emmett's here.
I say, that's funny. Emmett don't have any friends.
I look up at you. Shit. What the hell?
Let me rephrase.
I say, we're brothers.
He was an inspiration to me.
I got me an admirer.
I say, you know how to use a gun?
I don't carry 3 of them for nothing.
Well, I would have hoped he would have known how to use a gun. He tried to pull one on me a few years back, and I whooped his ass.
I say,
like I said, you had the jump on me.
I say, well,
I certainly have the jump on you. I walked right up to your fucking wagon and beat the shit out of you.
I say, well, Mr. Slane, if you're cool with Emmett, you're cool with me. Name's Rika, and I go to shake your hand.
I shake it back. You a little dark, boy.
I said, I am. I said, is that going to be an issue?
No.
Yes.
I said, cool. I say, beyond that, I said, just so you need to get it out of the way, I am half Irish, half Native American. That's why I have color. I said, that doesn't persuade me or stop me from doing anything that I want to do. I said, currently, we're looking at the mayor's office. I'm going to claim that. I said, if you would like to be a part of this, welcome aboard. The only color I see is green. All right? American United States currency. I said, if you can stand behind that, you're welcome to join us.
I stand behind it completely. Let me ask you this. Was it your mama or your father that was Irish?
It was my father.
Then we're kin. And you ain't a rape baby.
My guy like the smiles, and he has no idea how to answer. Like how to retort like backwards. But he says, "All right, so moving forward." I said, "Emmett, what's going on with that letter?"
I hand him the letter.
Okay. I say, so let's go ahead and deliver this to the mayor. Let's draw him out, probably to a secluded location where we can do a trade, where we can force him to resign from office.
No,
with everything that Emmett just told me, why don't we just string him up in the street?
I said we need the public's approval so I can take up office, so we can actually make legitimate change inside this town. I said if we string him up in the street, then we're just bandits who took over a town. I said we need to look better than that.
It helps if you have a lot of witnesses accounting for the crimes of the mayor.
Well, you just told me the Undertaker got fired and was being charged an astronomical sum for a month of rent. They tried to buy out the saloon, and that didn't work. Seems to me like you got two provident people already in town saying that these are bad men.
That is indeed so, but I found out
the
one
guy
other
that
piece
gives
of,
everyone liquor.
I found out one
got
other
Barry's
piece of
glove.
information. One last little tidbit. While I was chatting with that Undertaker, the previous mayor of the town, he died along with his wife. They ruled it as murder-suicide. Thing is, though, there wasn't nothing wrong with them bodies. No bullet holes, no nothing. They both died in mysterious circumstances. Right after that, they assumed control of this town. That's what I think. And if I can't find some form of confession or proof, well, shit. Then I won't have to worry about no marshal when they roll up in here.
I say so, Emmett. Since you're taking lead on this, how do you want to proceed?
Well, we got that letter. That's got to be delivered to them. We're going to need to draw them out to some place where we're going to have a nice advantage. Good place to ambush.
I say, what about the the storage part of the saloon where they keep all the liquor? The barkeep there, he allowed me to use it once before when we were discussing business. We can bring him through there again. It's quiet, secluded. Nobody would hear us in our conversations.
That could certainly work. We could also do someplace outside of town.
We could.
If you feel so inclined. I would not say Watson's cabin, however. I would not say Watson's cabin. Probably... Where is a good place to set up and affiliate? Shit, I don't know.
I'll say, if anything, we could just go straight to the mayor's office. Obviously not with the captive, but let him know. Give him an ultimatum, something, or offer he can't refuse.
I was going to deliver that letter.
I said, how about...
As risky as it would be, I was going to deliver that letter myself.
I said, how about we go together? I said, we'll leave Mr. Dinklage here, as well as our newest associate, Mr. Slane, with our... So I got the hiccups. And our quartermaster, Colton Scott, and Hanan. All of them can wait here, protecting the ransom, while me and you head up to negotiate terms of surrender to the mayor.
All right.
We may not even have to be a shootout if we walk normally into the office.
That's what I'm hoping for.
I said, all right, so lead the way. I said, everybody good with that plan?
I look over at Slane.
You're saying leave us behind while you two go out and do this?
I say negotiations, yes. I say, but we need everybody keeping an eye on that slippery bastard over there. As I point to the one tied up. I said, if he escapes, we have no bargaining chip. I say, me and him are more than capable of taking on a couple of guys in a firefight if it need to. But we're all going to regroup.
All right. Well, I guess I can keep my shotgun pointed at his face.
Just watch the lovely little fella right there. They'll be back real damn soon.
Don't worry, Betsy will take nice good care of him.
And me and Rico begin to walk our way to the mayor's line abode. I'd imagine during this time of day he'd be in his office.
Well, that's what do you think?
Unless Marcus is just like, no, he's just like Sam. He's never fucking there.
He's never there.
He's actually in his country club in California.
Yeah, have fun. Is not then.
I'm like, then, well, how the fuck is he running the town?
Check something. Okay, yeah, Heidi is there. But yeah, actually, yeah, he would be upstairs. Oh, yeah. Actually, let's move on to the strawberry map.
The hilarious thing, Kai, is that there was at one point to potentially, you know, well, there were two roads I could have gone down with this character. And he was so heavily pushed down one of the other roads. He wanted the change.
Oh,
It just didn't happen.
oh,
He wanted the change.
So yeah, you go into towards the mayor's office, and you're approaching, and outside you see a brand new wagon labeled U.S. Marshal.
Nice.
As a complete side note regarding someone, I thought I heard someone mention a confession from the mayor, and I checked up what technology was available. We are in 1885, right?
Yep, 1885.
Yeah. So the phonograph was invented in 1877. So technically, there is a way that we could actually record him saying something very incriminating.
Oh, yeah, you guys...
I still believe it would be inadmissible in court if we had to take it to a judge.
Let's keep
Probably,
on
yeah,
focusing...
but, you know.
I mean, I guess we could focus on Corey for a little bit.
Next question is, would we even have something that's only less than a decade old?
Well, probably
This is not
not.
exactly
Also true.
when technology spreads quickly.
It's more of a question if anyone would even realize that, oh yeah, this technology exists.
Yeah, nobody...
I mean, recordings or, you know, sound discs and stuff like that. Yeah, definitely, but, you know, making actual live recordings. So
I know my character wouldn't know about this. I know for a fact he
probably
wouldn't.
not.
So yeah, you go into the mayor's office and you see the little lobby with the clerk and a few people there online waiting and
in a normal circumstance, Kai, that would be a good idea, but you gotta remember, this is the Deep South we're in. So basically, take our current era, technologically, and then set it back 90 years. And there you go.
Over 100, actually.
Yeah.
So, how long is this line, you said?
They wouldn't have let him anywhere close to something like that.
I mean, it could have been
He might destroy,
you know,
with his
exhibition.
So
He might destroy
yeah,
with his
at this
African
moment, you see a few people there in line, and there's a couple of desks open. Well, one of the like clerks. Oh.
who's who we pandering
Yep.
currently.
And
So-
you go up after waiting a little while, and you go up to the clerk, and she's like, "Oh, how can I help you today?"
Say hello.
I'm asking again, who are we panned on?
Yeah, you.
Okay.
Because it's the most... Well, if somebody is really doing something,
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say hello. We're here to see the mayor.
All right, do you have an appointment?
I'd say no, but it's of the utmost importance regarding his son. As I take my hat off.
Alright. Well, we can definitely put an appointment for you. What is this is about? Other than his son?
Something's happened to his son.
Alright.
While he was out investigating the murder of one of his deputies.
I see. Well, we'll let the mayor know. He is currently occupied with the marshals who came into the town.
I said, the marshals are here. I said, how many came? We can definitely use more helping hands out here.
Didn't see, but their wagon is outside. It seemed that they came ready to take over the sheriff's position.
In my head, I think to myself, the hell they will.
They're just going out over the contract with the mayor, so they're not to be disturbed. So if you want, you could wait here or come back later.
No, I'm gonna say, listen, miss. I say the mayor's going to want to know that his son may be missing or killed in action. I say, I need you to get up. I need you to knock on that door, interrupt that meeting, and tell him that he needs to read this letter.
We may pass along that letter to him if you want, but yes,
No.
like hollers over like one of the running boys and is like, let the mayor know that these men want to hand him a letter. And running boy like just kind of nods and runs off. Well, it should be back in a few.
I'd say it must be hard to be a mayor's assistant.
It's no problem. The mayor is quite nice to his workers.
I said, you get paid well here?
The salary is quite decent.
I nod.
Anyways, mister, you may take a seat.
Okay. I'll go take a seat.
As do I.
Yeah, you two wait for a little while. Anybody doing anything in the meanwhile? Samuel?
Waiting for the sheriff to wake up.
Corey?
I suppose we'll be actually doing the things that we said that we were going to be doing, i.e. looking for good fishing spots.
Okay.
And obviously the other thing with, looking if there's some broken tree branches or other signs of people moving heavy objects near the ranch.
Yeah. Let's see. This would probably be an extended test in this situation. Because you're probably gonna take your time with it. So let's see. Let's roll you a perception with an extended and an outdoor survival for the fishing. Well, I guess rolling with the bear for you works too.
I mean, I could have probably on my
could...
own, but yeah, sure, that works. I'm not complaining.
Yeah, sorry, I was so used to rolling for you when you're on your phone.
Yeah.
Hey, can't complain. I rolled really well for you.
I used up all of your luck for your next campaign, so you're
I know, right?
Yeah, my Star Wars campaign, he will suffer. He will suffer 1,000 deaths.
Well, that's a week from now, so I don't need to worry
he's
about
going
that.
to suffer one death, but very quickly.
more likely I'm gonna suffer when this campaign ends and Holler starts DMing his campaign and my rolls are just gonna fucking suck.
I mean, that's life.
C'est la vie.
And eventually Demir comes down with the few marshals that were upstairs. Some of them
Marcus
were
burns
by
up
at the
8 point,
wagon.
auto succeed, still fails by 4 degrees.
And he stops by you and takes a look at you and says, you had a letter for me.
C'est la vie, as they say in Germany.
Yeah, I say, can we talk in your office, Mr. Mayor?
No.
I say, I don't want to disturb the peace with what I have to say regarding this letter. As I hold it, it's
And now I want
really sealed.
sausage.
Let's see. He might actually just take the letter.
I like to see this motherfucker try to take it from my hands. If you want to get shot in broad daylight, go ahead, reach. Use that fucking hand.
Yeah, he goes and tries to reach the letter.
Yeah, I pushed my hand back. I said, I would rather you not read this in an open setting, Mr. Mayor.
Well, if it's for me, I ought to be reading where the damn I place it.
I say, but as I whisper, I say, I don't know what this letter entails, but we found your son's badge, the sheriff's badge, in the middle of the woods. I said, and whoever left this letter, I said, I fear the worst. I said, you should read this in private. And I said, we will explain what happened from our accounts privately. I said, I don't want to upset the peace here, as well as the potential marshals that are in your office. I said, we don't want to make a scene for the town. It will be bad for business. Charm check?
Yeah, I was just thinking that myself.
Ha! Let's go!
Okay, yeah, he takes a look at the main marshal and is like, well, we're just outside of my office. We'll continue our finish up.
Okay.
And you go up. He leads you to his little office upstairs on the second floor, where you see some of his personal men. And you go up to his little office and you take a seat there.
Yep.
By his table. And shall you hand him the letter now?
Yeah, I hand him the letter. And as he's reading it, I slowly unholster my firearm and place it on the table, pointing in his direction. As he's reading it, I do it slowly, not a loud. So after he finishes reading, he realizes that the gun is on the table. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah. Let's see. The cards in his room did not notice it immediately. He takes a look at his gun, your gun. And raises an eyebrow. It's up to you what your next move is gonna be.
Did he not say anything?
Not yet, he's just
he
raised his eyebrow and is looking at the gun.
And I say, so, I said, here are the demands from my understanding of what that letter says. Alright? Still playing very coy in the situation. I believe this letter wants you to resign as mayor and appoint someone in your stead. I believe that person that you should be appointing is me. In exchange, the people that are holding your son hostage, sadly, in whatever position or demeanor he may be in, he'll be released, and you will be able to meet him at a location given after all of this is said and done. You are supposed to publicly speak. You're supposed to. Well, we know, Corey, what we told the writer to put in the letter.
Mm.
Yeah.
I know exactly.
Oh yeah, yeah. So like that may not be what the letter said at all. The writer could have screwed us, but like we don't.
Oh
No.
Yeah,
Like I'm perfectly aware of this.
I will say this. I sat down with the guy and basically, the main consensus is that like
Oh man.
I basically told him that he was going to write down what I told him to write down, or I was going to slam his head into the table. And if I found out that he did not write down what I write down, I'm no longer going to slam his head into the table. Now I'm just going to break his neck by putting it underneath a wagon wheel
But
and rolling over it a few times
I say,
The knife's edge is real.
until I sufficiently feel as though it's broken.
The knife it's sharp.
and I say, regarding.
Unfortunately, there was a chance for Emmett to be a good person, and
But thankfully, that did not come to pass.
yeah, but, certain people pushed for him to instead be the bad man.
There's no black or white. There's no good or bad. There's just people. But so as I look over the mayor and I say, but you will have a good care package, from my understanding. You won't be leaving with nothing at your disposal.
He's come to the conclusion that to fight a monster, you have to be the monster you are.
That is true. But Rika has been understood that. He's been understood you have to be the biggest monster to avoid monsters.
There's a line that one of the sheriffs say, and funnily enough, in Red Dead Redemption 2, which is that you don't send a saint to catch a sinner.
I like that.
Yeah, I'm you know, there's the guy who's like the fastest talker in the world sang the song Bad. And it's like the funniest fucking thing.
So I look over to the mayor and I'm gonna make a charm check, I guess, after the speech.
No.
Oh, no need?
Really
Okay.
need, because, well, something has happened that, but let's see. Yeah, okay. The man is like looking at the gun and the letter. He might actually just put in one and one. Nah, he probably wouldn't know, like, at all. Sure, the gun is a little dead giveaway.
Marcus is like, alright, you know what, I'm gonna roll intelligence to see if he's fucking retarded. Why don't you roll intelligence, see if you can put 2 and 2 together, and figure out that it does not just mean 2 and 2 next to each other.
I mean, knowing Marcus's roles, he's going to fail it and not understand.
I
It's
mean,
like 1 plus 1 equals...
let's see.
Nat 100, boys.
He's like 1 plus 1 equals...
And another
Panda
GM
plus
roll.
duck.
Okay, so that's
It's like that, it's like that fucking meme of like the woman who's like thinking in her head there's all these mathematical equations.
Yep.
It's just that man's face.
But yeah, them and let's see. Actually, I need to pull up his thingamabob. Give me a second. No, he is not a horse. He's not that, he's not that. He's not a physician. Oh, there we go. What? Oh, yeah, bad. Uh-huh. So the man takes a look at you and again, like I said, and he's like, he gives a small little smile first, and actually, does he chuckle? Yeah, he chuckles a little, and it's like, well, yes, sir, and I guess I am luck in that case. The United States Marshals have taken over this position for now, so you came on in a little late.
My character smiles, and he says, or I'm right on time for your resignation.
Perhaps, but I would like to see my son.
I'd say, oh, I said, no. I said, it doesn't work that way. I say, the bargaining chips are not on your side. I said, I fear that any attempt to do anything besides what that letter says would end in your son's demise. I fear the worst.
Oh no. He snaps his fingers to the 3 guards behind you.
Yep, my gun is pointed firmly at him.
And it's like,
I will blow him away.
Outgun you.
Yeah.
My character smiles.
You know, I look at the man. I'm like, you certainly do have us outgunned, but I want you to think about something. We don't return to our fine abode after a certain period of time. You won't find much of your son. I can assure you of that.
I say, I kind of fear what those savages might do.
Gamble with right now, because I'll gamble if you want to gamble.
And I look over to the guards, and I look over to the guards, and I say, it's for you 3 gentlemen. I say, I wouldn't want to risk my life for a man who's not even paying you properly. I said, when I become mayor, I said, you will be making more money than you can possibly imagine. I said, actually, I'll give you each $15 right now to just go have a drink.
In fact, they transferred their guns towards you and you alone.
My character smiles. He's like, I like that. Blind loyalty. And then I say, so Mr. Mayor, will you be resigning?
Well, like I said, I'm already resigned and the US Marshals in control, so...
I said, so you will not be resigning?
I already have. So I guess
said,
we're
you
gonna
still hold a position in
here.
mayor. I say, very well, Mr. Mayor. As I stand up, I said, you gentlemen have a lovely day. Unless they're trying to stop me.
In fact, yeah.
And Marcus, I wish they are trying to stop me.
Soon as you transfer your gun the other way. One of them goes for a straight up crabble soon as you turn your back to the mayor.
Oh, I didn't turn my back to the mayor. But go ahead.
Okay, so they're coming behind you. They have surprise.
They do not have surprise. How do they have surprise when I knew where they were?
You also gotta take into consideration that I'm there too.
They don't have surprise.
I mean, it's the
they're
GM. He can decide whatever he wants.
Oh, no, I got that. I'm just saying, like, they wouldn't have, mechanically, they don't have surprise.
Yeah, I guess mechanically, but you do have their I guess that's Pitang. Yeah, I guess. You know what, I'm not gonna give that surprise, but, well, this one guy surprise. But he does have a, let's say, like a aim action pretty much since he's coming from behind. So let's see, travel, I believe that's strength versus strength?
No, it is a weapon skill check first to see if you succeed.
Okay, weapon skill.
Melee action. And then it can be opposed during the initial grapple check by either strength or agility.
Okay, let's see, weapon skill with this bodyguard is that. Let's see, aim. Weapon skill. And roll opposed strength or what is it?
Well,
or does he need to make it?
You have to succeed in
Okay.
grappling.
Well, one of the guards went for a
you,
grapple.
Yeah, and he just
and
completely fucking,
misses.
Missed. So, they just tried to grapple one of my compatriots, and I look at him and I'm like, man, sir, you are some kind of fucking stupid.
So, pull out the second pistol, and I just start raining hell upon him. And I start with the mayor.
Initiative it would be in this case.
Yeah, that's exactly what it's going to be.
Combat has started at the mayor's office. Fucking lovely.
Funnily enough, yeah.
I'm a bit perplexed myself, kind of as to why they thought this would be a good idea.
They felt that they could take you by surprise, honestly. According to my roles.
Oh no, I get they could potentially take us by surprise, but what was the end goal of that? We kind of flat out told them, you know, if we don't come back, the former sheriff, well, I guess no, we'll start with the former sheriff. The former mayor, who is still your boss, because these are kind of these look to be independent bodyguards. His son's gonna die if you try and do anything.
I suppose they just didn't buy your bluff.
Well,
No.
that's the thing, right? We didn't even get a chance to roll anything.
You did roll charm.
And I passed it.
That was a different charm.
And that wasn't for a different charm
Marcus.
check. That was to convince him to go into the office. You didn't give me a chance to roll anything.
I was basing it off that, but I guess I could have allowed you a
I
secondary charm.
don't know why you would base a charm bluff off a completely different circumstance.
I mean, I guess you could roll another charm. The result is gonna be that they're still gonna be siding with the mayor. Well,
Oh no,
ex-mayor.
I get that they would be siding with the mayor. I'm not gonna discount that. it would be a charm check to basically kind of convince them of the circumstances that we just told them.
Yeah, I guess you are correct.
We're not trying to fucking turn them onto our
God
side.
damn it, I'm tired.
I mean we would if we could.
Nah, yeah,
But
that's
if we can't,
that
you know?
is unfortunately not gonna happen.
It's fine, bro. I'm down to roll up combat. You know what I mean? If we have to leave this motherfucking place shooting innocent civilians to get back home, then so be it. Then so be it. I have 200 rounds. There's only about 20 people in the building. I'm gonna do the math. Like, this is gonna be what it's gonna be.
I don't actually have a map for the mayor's office. Look at that.
I didn't think we were gonna be doing combat in the mayor's office, but
To
It's
be
just
honest,
like-
it was already a bad sign to start off with the gun into the table.
I'm bemused by more of a situation that, like, the mayor is just like, man, he's gonna.
By the way,
They just told me they just told me that they have my son,
and they're going to kill him.
and that any attempts of violence upon them that results in them not showing up after a period of time is gonna result in my son dying. I know what I'll do.
Capture him.
I'm gonna guarantee my son's death.
But there's something we didn't account for, Emmett. Maybe, just maybe, he doesn't even love his son.
Precisely. Maybe it's sort of a Eric Trump sort of situation.
Don't you mean Tiffany Trump situation?
Yeah, well, you know, one of them Trump's situation.
Okay, let's see. Let's put
God,
it
I
in
missed
order.
the office.
Which one is his youngest son?
I don't know.
Isn't that Eric?
Aaron.
Every fucking time I've seen him like on TV with his dad, he's just got this disinterested look on his face, like he'd rather be legitimately anywhere else. It's like, fuck.
Well, I
my
mean,
dad has to
Aaron's
do a
only like
speech.
7 or 8.
And
Like,
Yeah, but he just has this look
But
on his
isn't
face.
son?
like-
Isn't that like a nephew, something like that?
No, that's his son. That's his son.
There's like there were these memes floating around, or it's just like his dad's giving a speech and he's just sitting there thinking about fucking Minecraft, which is why he looks so fucking bored.
I don't know.
mean-
Who fucking cares about the Trumps?
Man, you just diss the shit out of Kai.
Exactly.
I mean, I voted for him, but
All right.
Yeah. Yeah, you
got
guys
So,
totally
I'm
excited.
not-
You guys totally
I'm
excited
not
that
going
they-
to knock. I'm not gonna knock you for voting for him. I don't vote because I don't believe in the government. But like, you know,
To be fair, I have said this a couple of times. I would, if I was like an American, I probably would have voted for him too.
think about it. The devil you know versus the devil you don't. Hillary versus Donald Trump. At least we know what Donald Trump is about.
well, actually, for me, I would reverse those two roles. I know how evil Hillary was.
Well, there was no actual proof behind anything that Hillary did. I knew who Donald Trump was before,
there is evidence behind what she's done
but she didn't get convicted of any of it. That's what I mean.
because she's a Clinton.
Sure, you know what I mean. But like, that's the reason why she didn't win. 'Cause
This
there was a
office,
bunch of
this office
individuals
is
like
fucking
you, like,
massive.
Can I get added to the turn order? My God, that is.
This is
I'm suddenly,
Shared
I
as
am
that
suddenly
man
re-
did it.
so you would leave.
I'm totally reminded
the
of
easiest,
a
the
little
easiest
Britain
crime to
sketch.
prove guilt of, right? The easiest crime to prove guilt of for Hillary Clinton is mishandling of classified information. She had it on an insecure server in her house, which is illegal. She was Secretary of State. You can't you can't make this stuff up. There's a guy, Trump commuted his sentence because of what Hillary was able to skate out of. He did time in Leavenworth because he took like 3 pictures of the inside of a sub to show his family.
Why are there so many of them? 1, 2, 3.
I said 3 guards, and that's 3 guards. I might
you have
have
6 initiative
added
orders.
them accidentally
Well,
twice.
you know, by Trump's own admission, he did not pay income tax for fucking years.
And I guess that
Well,
would be...
well,
yeah, but
It's
if
tax
you-
dodging, which is illegal.
Tax dodging versus
hold on,
like
hold on.
cyber terrorism.
it's not tax dodging because if you finish the rest of his quote, he had ways around it, i.e., legal loopholes. He claimed losses on buildings that he had suffered losses on, and that countered the taxes he would have owed.
It's salami, but it's not.
Goodness,
I mean,
know.
but it's not legal.
Let's see... Oh well, this bodyguards barely have any initiative.
I rolled a 51, so yeah.
Let's see... Yeah, you might be
I mean,
first.
If you play the game by the rules of the game, sorry that the rules don't help everyone.
Oh yeah, no, I recognize that. I'm not the rules are not exactly in everyone's favor.
And
True.
They're in the favor of other people.
Exactly.
Can you add me to the initiative turn order,
you
Marcus?
should be.
Well, I was added to the initiative turn order on the other screen, and then when you swap screens, I was unadded.
This room is just funny to me. It's just because they're massive little chairs that I added, and the whole other room is like just fucking massive.
I mean, it's obviously an intimidation
Yeah, it
tactic.
was the bacon. It was in here for like maybe 10 minutes.
Hold on. There we go, that looks a lot better. Okay.
My mother walked into my room and she's like, "Man, your room fucking smells." And I said, "Yeah, it smells like bacon, doesn't it?"
Bacon.
It was in my room for like 10 minutes. It was sitting on my fucking desk. And the second I finished it, took it out of the room, walked back in here, it just reeked of fucking bacon.
Okay.
There are worse smells your room could smell like.
So, here's the thing, like, with my room. The way the walls and shit are designed, it traps shit in here, like certain smells. So...
Alright, so let's do this. I'm going first.
Yes, you are, and you're currently in melee.
That's fine. So this is point blank, right? So I'm gonna shoot at this guy twice.
No.
No?
It does not count if they're in melee.
So I can't fire in melee?
You can fire in melee, but you just don't get the point blank bonus.
Oh, is it just a normal shot then?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
And with some guns, you can't fire in melee at all.
It's only pistols. But then again, this is the Wild West. Everything is pistols.
Pretty much.
Hit.
Okay.
And then...
Let's see, I believe they had dodge.
Hit.
You know what I miss is the passage. Let's see.
There's lightning parry, and that is it.
Yeah, no. Let's see.
Can you lightning parry bullets?
No.
Oh.
I mean, that would be funny.
It would fit the name of the
In Dark Heresy, was it 2nd edition? You can parry primitive attacks.
Yep.
Which basically just means if someone pointed a fucking like flintlock pistol, I could parry the fucking shot.
Oh, there we go. Yeah, he does have dodge plus 10.
What I think is really cool about that is that some GMs are just like, hey, since I have it, at a penalty, can I parry a grenade back at someone?
Okay, you hit him twice. See, into the right arm and body. So let's see, roll damage.
Does he have armor?
Yes, he would have armor.
Okay.
In fact, in both of those locations.
Okay, so that's
You might have just killed him straight off the bat.
Yeah, 24.
Oh boy.
Roll
Yeah,
another.
he did.
Cause I am a bloodthirsty motherfucker.
You
Okay.
didn't roll Ulrich's Fury, you just rolled damage again.
Yeah.
Oh, isn't that what Oleg Fury is?
Okay,
Yeah,
so
you gotta
roll the attack again to see if you hit. For starters, it's at the
I.e.
same
roll
target.
to confirm.
Oh, so it's a confirm. Okay.
Yeah, there's actually
yeah, you did the damage right. You did the damage right.
there's
There's
actually
an
a
80%
tab.
chance of it. Oh, yep, you hit him in the fucking face. Yeah, so since you scored a 10, roll the hit again.
Yeah,
and
but
then
there's
roll the d10 again.
there's an easier way to do it. There's a button down at the bottom. You did it wrong again.
Roll the
Just listen.
roll
So,
Can I talk real quick? There's a button on your character sheet down at the bottom.
Oh, Oleg Fury.
Yeah.
Click that.
Yes, and then it's going to ask what the target number is. That's the same target number as what you had to hit before. So, for example, yours is 80. So you put in 80,
Okay.
and then it'll do the. There you go.
There you go, perfect.
But since you already rolled the damage, it would
Yeah,
be 2.
so the total amount of damage you dealt to this poor
26.
person is 26 damage.
with 1 bullet.
well, 2.
No, Marcus.
I didn't get to fire the second one yet. Like I know that I hit, but I didn't roll the damage.
Yeah, go ahead and roll the damage.
Wait, is he dead?
Well, yeah, he would die, but you already shot at him.
No, I know. I was just saying, if he's dead, then I don't need to make another roll, do I?
I mean,
Or should I make? Yeah.
I mean, you could
just for the funsies, you could roll the damage to see how well you.
You can redirect your second shot to someone else.
Could I?
If it's within, what, 2 meters of the original
2.
target?
Yeah. Or 3.
So
Which
Then I could
would
hit-
be nobody.
The only ward
Nobody.
is like 5 meters.
Yeah,
Well, that-
nobody. Yeah, it's 4 meters there.
It's registering in feet on mine.
Well,
I
yeah, it's
can
going to,
switch it to...
because it's,
So I can fire at him.
I mean, let's see. It's somewhere in there that you can redirect. Probably in the combat rules.
Well, it would make sense that he wouldn't have shot this guy. He shoots this guy and then fires at the other one. Like, he's not redirecting the bullet or anything. He's just shot this guy, he died, next attack goes to the next guy. It's not like the full auto rules of...
I know, but technically within he declared that he isn't his target and he shot him and him alone, so I could be the asshole and say that's how it goes.
I mean, do what you gotta do.
But
I'm not tripping. Whatever you want to do. If you rule it that I can't, then I can. If I can, then I can.
shouldn't hit the melee, range attacks. I'm just trying to see if there's anything in the game rules about that.
I haven't read them yet, so I haven't read anything.
Yeah, because the fucking combat movement, make an attack, record damage, dodge and parry, dodge blow, make one dodge, yes. Okay, there's nothing about the combat rules, but I'm not gonna be an asshole towards you and let you use the other one for the other body cards.
I like how I have like Marcus's music turned off for the combat, that I'm listening to a song from The Good, the Bad, and the Weird.
So may I make another attack roll, Marcus?
You already I'm just gonna use the same one.
Okay.
What is it? The body shot, I would
Just roll
assume.
damage.
Body shot.
So let's see.
So just roll damage.
Dodge. He also fails dodge. Yeah, go ahead and roll damage. I like
So
the
10
little
damage.
skull in the background, by the way.
Ah, he's a necromancer.
He is a necromancer. He summons a skeleton to fight you. And this all of a sudden turns into a Weird West campaign. Have fun.
Alright, so 10
The
damage.
skeleton has frightening.
And let's see, 10 damage to the body.
Yeah, I was gonna ask about that, Marcus. Could I feasibly reach across the table to do something to him, or
No,
am
the
I
table is
genuinely-
like
or am I
2
genuinely
meters wide.
supposed to say that this table is 5
I
fucking
think the
meters
map
wide?
Yeah,
has to be
I mean,
rescaled.
5 meters. There's no way you can reach. You'd have to be like a long jump champion to get over that.
Oh well,
I
let's
think
make
it
let's
needs to
make
be
this a
rescaled.
little bit more sensible.
Oh, I'm now sliding about.
Yeah,
Okay,
hold on,
slide.
a little repositioning. We can't have the fucking map that.
I mean, this room is 63 feet wide. That's huge.
It's still freaking huge. Hold on.
I mean, he
there
is
we
the
go.
mayor.
That looks a little better. That looks like a human room.
It's 9 feet wide for the table.
Still a huge fucking.
The fucking Viking
By
mall.
30.
Hold on. I'm gonna put it over up here in the corner.
Realistically speaking, the room should be about this big.
There we go.
Since when have we ever run realistic games?
I'm just saying I've never been in a... Well, I can't say I've never been in a room, but I've never been in an office.
I've never
that
been
had
in a room.
space of 30 feet.
I'm actually standing outside right now.
He's playing from his car. We just can't hear the engine noises.
I mean, I've probably done a
Like
dozen sessions from inside the car, so.
Okay, let's see. Where was I? Oh yeah, I was taking damage.
Yep, 10.
That completely distracted me out of the fucking situation. Let's see. What can you fuckboys do? I should have not to pick a fight with these guys.
Should not have. Maya is rethinking his life after he's seen somebody get outright shot for trying to grab me. It is not a game. These are not toy guns. I am not a gangster for fun. Like
He's the real gangster, New Jack.
New Jack City. What do you mean?
It's made of mahogany. Okay, don't question the fucking table.
9 feet mahogany wood
So gauche.
with a hole in it.
Hold on. I need to do something. The only one who gets that is fucking Chris, but whatever.
I am the table.
Anyways, let's see, you're in point blank. Shooting at Rika. 24 point blank. The chair, you see, back in the Wild West you didn't know this, but everything was huge. You never heard of the term that everything in America is large? That's where it comes from. That
Right. Texas especially.
I'll take a question.
Everything was bigger in Alaska.
Marcus, how much damage did he take?
he took some damage from you, so he's shooting at you, but misses. Let's see, he has 2 attacks, so let's see, second shot at you, Mr. Rika. As per usual, my luck is fucking horrendous.
I suppose that depends on, you know, what end you are.
Alaska, hold my beer.
Let's see, this guy would shoot at... I don't know, actually, should he shoot at the guy who just finished off one of their comrades in arms?
He should shoot the mayor. That's what I would do. It's very
That's the
clear
last
they chose
person
the
who
wrong side.
he would
I'd be rethinking my life decisions.
he would be the last guy who would shoot at.
I'm filing a complaint with HR. This is not a safe work environment.
He would probably shoot at Rico. I have a feeling that he would shoot at Rico.
He may run away. Anything could happen. He may have saw that Rika is not playing around and he killed this man one shot in cold
That's a
blood.
hit. That's another
No.
hit at Rico.
So 2 hits? Okay.
Yeah. Let's see.
Right.
Damage. Let me open up his 1d10 plus 4 anyways. But I must as well check. Yes. It is. I'm so disappointed. Actually, no. I believe he has Mighty Shot. Not Mighty Shot, that's fucking Dark Heresy, but Mighty Blow. Is that only for melee? I believe that's only for melee.
Yeah, there's Mighty Shot, which is basically...
I thought that was only for profession prostitute.
It is also for the profession prostitute.
So let's
What do
see,
you think, even
14,
as such a likable
13.
foe?
And the hits locations are 44, so that would be the... Help me out here a little.
44 would be the fucking left arm. And
the other one is... He rolled a 4, so 40.
Yeah.
Both on the left arm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Is that the arm that I maimed?
No, I'm a...
That's the right arm that I managed to maim.
righty. Yeah.
I have something against your arm, so let's see.
You do.
You were still a little damaged from those crits. Left arm
he will be a
is...
smaller man.
Let's see. What kind of armor you have? You have medium on the arm, so that's 2. And your toughness is 2, so you reduce it all 4.
Isn't... Wait. Just asking, aren't guns generally armor piercing?
I wish that was the case, because if that was the case, I would have killed a lot more people a lot faster than I've been killing them.
The
I was assuming that they
technically,
were-
I guess I could have put them as armor piercing, but I don't know.
Because I asked that question. I asked if guns had AP.
Because that's the one downside with definitely with the Warhammer to Warhammer Fantasy to Wild West conversion. I'm like always questioning about the rules myself too, because it's like
Well, I mean,
works.
if the question was already posed and it was answered, then obviously they don't.
I mean, yeah, I could say like, alright guys, there's like armor-piercing bullets that you can buy, like in Dark Heresy there's man-stopper bullets, for example. And
Ooh, Spitzer bullets.
that fucking bear.
anyways, yeah, let's see, so you reduce all of 4 from both, so that's 10. You were already injured at 10 wounds. No, that should be 11 wounds. Since remember you had a 1 day of travel, so that would be 1 day of extra rest. So you're at 11 wounds before you take damage. So that would bring you to 1.
Wait, hold on. Wouldn't that be less than that? Because then we spent 3 days with the Indians when they healed me.
You already had gained those wounds. Remember that you were in crits, you gained a few extra.
Oh yeah. I was in quits. You're right.
You were in so many damn crits that it has taken. I don't actually remember if you need to take a week's rest to gain 1 HP or days. No, it's week if you're heavily injured.
No, you heal 1 like daily.
So either way, he would be either at 11 or 12 wounds
Fucking.
before he take. You know what? I'm gonna be nice and say that you're at 12 wounds before you take that hit.
Just like you're making no progress on healing, and like you heal 1 a fucking goddamn week.
I know, right? That's how it
adventuring
is.
party
Just
is gonna
in
sit
these
around
fucking
that
Warhammer systems that you heal slowly as fuck.
I know that.
That's why you gotta have those healing poultices.
That don't work when you're heavily injured.
Exactly.
Well, guess what?
If you're heavily injured, you might as well roll a new character.
So let's see. He leaves with after the first shot, I believe, with 2 wounds. Yes. And then 13 minus a shot in the body again. So minus
Then I would
4,
go down,
9. So you would go down to minus 7 at left arm.
Oh god. Alright. Roll the table.
Can somebody check critical wounds on the arm? I guess I can check it. Minus 7. Critical...
Critical what?
No, I was laughing at the fucking result.
What'd I get?
So both of your arms in 2 sessions have turned into a bloody freaking pulp.
Ouch.
Wait, I didn't roll anything though. How did you determine? Oh, is it just 7 always gives you that?
Oh yeah, did you need to roll? Yeah, you do need to roll, don't you? So let's see, D10. You roll on the left arm, so never mind. I remembered that wrong. You get the same result!
Well, you know.
I mean, as long as it was over, I was just making sure it was done correctly.
Sorry, I had it wrong at the start, but it's still the fucking same result. I love that.
At least there is consistency.
Yep.
Consistency.
So I am out of this fight.
Any damage you take, basically is
Creates another crit.
Sudden death.
Yep.
Which
I'm
is to
probably
say
gonna
that,
die this round.
Any damage you take, even if it's 1 point of damage, is instantaneous death.
Well, guess what? Thankfully, Jay has to waste an entire turn to pull out his fucking weapon.
I just have a quick question.
Uh-huh.
So now that I've heard gunfire, because they're only 60, they're only like 60 feet away, because I measured it before the fight started.
Well, yeah.
I'm gonna squeeze the trigger.
Well, yeah, the town map is not exactly accurate, but yeah.
It's a gunshot. I can hear it.
Every single one of fucker in this.
Yeah, no, gunshots do travel far, like the sound, and well, functionally,
Hell, even the marshals at this moment are rushing upstairs.
Yeah, so,
Yeah, and functionally, it's right down the street.
So,
like, there's nothing that can slow that sound. So I blow away the sheriff.
Now, out of curiosity, Marcus, what are the circumstances of this room?
Circumstances? Like...
As in, is there windows?
Yeah, I would imagine there's a window over here and over here. It's a second story building. It's quite a large building, since it's the mayor's office, but yeah, let me put like small little window tokens. Now,
out of curiosity, would it be feasible in any way to be able to grab this individual from the other side of the table?
It probably could. Like, from the other side?
I mean, from a realistic standpoint, it is 100% feasible to be able to grab someone on the other side of a table. Especially because this is a desk.
It is just a desk.
I'm just asking in terms of, well...
Yeah, because obviously, yeah, 3 meters. I think that's a little unfair. Because, so... I'm gonna say, like, roleplay terms, it's like a huge desk, so you might be able to, you're able to grab him.
Okay.
But, it's gonna be, let's say, like, a little difficult.
Okay, how difficult?
10.
Okay.
Because, I mean, imagining that this table is, like, just fucking massive.
I grabbed him.
So he gets his opposed, I believe.
Yep. So choose strength or agility, and basically
let's see which one of those is higher.
I dare you to beat that many degrees of success.
Let's see. Yeah, he might not be able to. That's the funny thing about every human. It doesn't matter how many advances they have. It doesn't matter how good they are in the Warhammer Fantasy.
That would be,
all of them suck.
That would be 3.1 degrees of success.
Like, all of them suck. Like, alright, this guy has an agility of, let's see, 50 and... Okay, that's good. Strength of 32. Oh, never mind, sorry, that was the wrong seed. I gave him an agility of 40. I'm not gonna cheat here.
He's the fastest. He's the fastest old man in the West.
He is pretty fast for an old man. That 40 is quite impressive. I will say that. So... I mean, I know that he's not gonna beat you unless he rolls like 1.
Oh, 1, yeah.
That's
Basically, he needs like a critical success.
3.1 degrees of success, I guess.
Would be funny if I could just say he burns a fate point to pass automatically.
I'll burn a fate point to nullify his fate point.
And then he burns another one.
And then I burn my other one.
I don't think that's how it works with
I don't think it's how it works for you either.
You can't just burn the burn, guys. We can't just burn everything.
That would be fucking... that would be funny. But it's unrealistic as hell. Oh, never mind. His agility is 42. Not 40. I was looking at the wrong sheet. It doesn't matter.
Can you just roll the...
Roll the dice.
Yeah.
I don't mean to sound impatient.
I know, but I have to focus in so many damn things, Chris.
And he fails.
I do beat you.
Yes, you do.
It's sad because he actually rolled pretty well.
Yes. Drinking... Hold on. About the healing potion, I believe you would have to draw it and then drink it.
Like, throw it?
No, draw it. Like, out of your sack. Where it's hidden. If you even have it. I don't even remember who has it.
What?
I have it. I have it in my inventory. I got 2.
Okay.
But like, that's what I was like, but like, I don't know how much it heals for. I don't know how it works.
None, since you're in criticals.
As an action, I grapple.
No, it might heal 1 critical. Let me double check.
The droughts of healing, they don't heal anything.
They don't heal anything?
Unless you're lightly wounded.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
Marcus, so I grapple the man.
Yeah, you have it.
And I basically look at his 2 bodyguards, and I basically just flat out tell them. I said, no, I look at him and I'm like, now hold on there, partners. We're getting out of here, or I'm snapping his neck like a fucking twig.
Well, for now, they seem to be holding that fire. It was Emmett's turn. There we go. Alright. Yeah.
And I believe it's my turn.
I'm gonna put you like Chris over here so I know that you're like grabbing him.
Yeah.
Because I imagine that you like reach over by the desk and like grab him.
Legitimately what I did was the second he pulled out his gun, I grappled him and yanked him over the table.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, I've got a lot of strength, so that's feasibly possible.
Yeah, definitely. You have like a god level strength.
So yeah, I'm gonna make some saves now.
Yeah,
what do I need to make first?
Roll a what is it now? A 1d10, and then a 9 or 10 you die.
Well, let's see. Yeah, the character has a 20% chance of dying each round.
Yeah.
You must drop anything on the left hand.
Yep, drop my pistol.
Yeah, so roll a d10.
Okay, can I burn a fate point?
You know what? If you fail, yeah.
And I just wanted to know if it was an option. I don't actually plan on burning a fate point.
Sure.
Alright, so pass.
You are still alive.
Still alive.
And now do I have to make a roll to see if I lose my arm? Right?
Not yet.
Not yet. I believe that's after the situation has concluded.
So I'm going to make
if he survives this combat, he must make a successful toughness test.
Yeah. So I'm gonna point my gun, my one gun, like both of them kind of like swapping back and forth, and I'm gonna like put the guns down, lay flat on your bellies. I said, then the mayor won't have to die. I'm gonna make a charm check.
Well, I don't think you need to because he already rolled intimidate, but I'm gonna rule it as you give him a bonus of 10. So it would like stack in this situation. So they're currently just like holding back and yeah.
Alright, cool. So that's how I end my turn. I stand up and I can get closer to Emmett.
Yeah, you probably walk closer to Emmett.
Yep.
So currently it's like in a stalemate. Yeah, GM roll. I need to see something. Okay, so they're nearing. Okay. You hear from the stairs some footsteps. We're technically out of combat right now.
So make a roll.
Yeah, no, let's keep in combat. So let's see, that was Rika's turn. So like I said, they're kind of trying to hold back. So he wasted his turn doing pretty much nothing except like keep back. Let's see, the mayor, I don't think he has even a chance of breaking out of that. Unless, like I said, I roll a 1. So let's see. He's still struggling.
I can, it's opposed every time. So, allow me to attempt to oppose you.
Is it all, weapon skill again?
No.
Or strength?
And, I'm gonna tell you this right now, I won.
Yeah.
You roll agility to try and get out, I roll strength to keep you locked up.
I mean, that was close, you have to admit that was close.
I stay running close calls, man.
So yeah, this guy is also...
Second
so
arm, I
Emmett,
almost fucking lost.
Emmett, it's your turn.
Yeah, so I just start walking right out of the front. I just start walking through the front door with them.
Yep, I follow.
If I
Emmett,
see the marshals,
gun
I'm just gonna immediately respond with back up, back up, back up.
They make room. He might have been technically resigned currently, but...
yeah, he's still a hostage. He's still a hostage.
But he is an important hostage still.
Yeah, like legitimately, they're just, you know, like he may have resigned, he may no longer be the mayor.
He still technically has some power, by the way.
Yeah, no, my genuine response to them is that, you know, they're U.S. Marshals, they're not going to let a fucking civilian die. And if they do, well, they're bad marshals. They're very bad marshals. I mean, it'd be hilarious if they shot the former mayor in my arms.
Yeah, they wouldn't do that.
I would laugh if they legitimately, their response to me holding him hostage is to shoot him so I have no leverage.
I would die of laughter.
I mean, technically, currently...
I fucking was playing this one bastard in the game once, and I legitimately flat out shot a hostage, and the fucking guy looked at me, he's like, why the fuck did you do that, you psychopath? And I responded with, well, now you have no leverage.
You have no leverage.
The funny thing about that arm thing is technically it would be like...
shit.
It would have been your turn again, and you would have had the chance of bleeding out again, but I'm not gonna be that asshole. So, tell you what, just for laughs, roll me toughness.
You want to see toughness?
Yeah, I want to see what would have happened.
Alright, let's see. Would Rika have died? Here we go.
Well, the toughness would be, is it for his hand?
Yeah, he already told me that he's burning a fate point to keep the arm.
I would have died.
No, you would have just lost that use of that arm.
Yeah, I'm not losing an arm. You crazy? Read that fate point, bro.
He's burning the fate point on that one.
But remember the last time I had to roll because I had no fate points to burn.
Yeah, you would have had to burn.
I have no choice.
You can always burn as long as you have fate points left, because burning a fate point will lose you a fate point forever.
Yep, and that's why I burnt one.
Yeah, spending a fate point is a different thing.
Yeah, no, spending. I haven't needed to spend to give me the +10 that I needed. But this time I burnt needed to spend last time. So do I change the starting now to 1?
Yes.
Okay.
So yeah, you guys walk out of they let you through. As the way you're just like, you'll never get out. Where from this the classic villain line.
Oh, you'd be surprised what I've gotten away with.
Yep. I just keep moving. Head into the damn, to the base as soon as possible. To
Okay.
regroup with the men. This shit's about to go down. Are they following us too?
Carefully. They're keeping their distance like.
I say, if I see them, if I say, you need to stand back.
They're
I said, you will have
definitely
mega
standing
guts
back.
everywhere.
They're definitely standing back. Nobody really gave two shits about the sheriff. Well, Sam.
No.
Except for Matilda, the mother. If you would have threatened Matilda.
Nope.
Yeah,
So,
but unfortunately we didn't know that.
we bring him to the shack.
Actually, no. Matilda and the third brother.
So that's kind of that. I guess we just bring him to the shack. Soon as we get there,
Yeah, you guys are inside of the shack.
We just see the dead sheriff.
and I kind of give you guys a good nod, and I say finish off the fat one, and then I go lay down.
They already did.
Oh, the mayor?
Yeah, like the second we walk in, we just look over and just see the sheriff has got like a massive fucking caved-in face of a blunderbuss.
No, I'm talking about the mayor. The mayor, the fat one.
Oh.
Finish him off too. We don't need him. We gonna finish all these motherfuckers off. There's not gonna be nobody left. We should have just went with fucking Grayson's idea, is what I said. And then I go lay down.
Alright, well, while you guys were in combat, Sam and I were talking. So I don't even know if we're here when you get here.
Okay.
You might be, unless he left.
I was talking about leaving. That's what we were doing in the roleplay chat.
Okay.
I literally shot him and I said, alright, where can we go from here that's a secure location?
And then we're just having this banter back and forth about fucking this being a fortress. Which might legitimately have held them there a pretty fair long while.
Sam?
Mighty Holler.
Manuel Samuel.
You might have had to do more plumbing.
Oh no!
Red
Red Nation has to go, guys!
Yeah, I gotta go get some stuff for my wife. I thought I would go by 1:30.
Oh man, it's just in a critical moment.
Oh, I'm sorry,
We're
guys.
still here when you show up.
But you guys have this under control. Emmett, I believe in you. Fucking murder these fucking marshals and get them out of our town. But I'll be back next session. I really enjoyed this, guys. This has been fun.
Alright.
I'll see you guys next Saturday.
Alright, I'll see what I can do for this current situation.
Alright,
So
we're there bickering when you walk in.
yeah, so I walk in and I just look over at the two of you who are bickering. I've got like the fucking mayor of the town a headlock.
I thought you were going to resolve this, Emmett.
Well, I've learned something very interesting. This guy has actually no care for his son. I do not blame him.
Well, that's good, because he's dead, as I point to the chair.
Let's see, actually.
Oh, why'd you do it inside here? That's gonna leave stains.
We need to leave.
I recognize that.
Oh, wow.
Also, this guy is no longer the mayor. He resigned.
Typically what happens when one is facing corruption charges, I guess. So what are we gonna do? Because
Well,
were you followed?
Yeah.
Popo outside, literally.
They carefully followed. Now, nice thing is, haven't seen either of you two yet. Go out the back door.
You're really off your game there, Emmett. You're really off your game.
I haven't done this in a number of years.
Oh my. if he could speak, he would actually look at his son and go like, "Such a shame."
I pull out my pistol and put one in his head.
The mayor's?
Yeah.
Man, like I look at the man before you do it, and I'm just like, you did this. You could have just talked this out, and you tried to jump us. You did this. You.
In the end, he might have not cared about his son too much. But when he saw his little boy dead lying before his
Minimal
eyes...
damage!
Oh, don't worry, it's Scooter Castle.
Yeah.
I don't care that he has a ton of HP, I don't care that he has a ton of fate points. In this situation, if you just, like, shoot a man that's grabbed right next to his head, he's...
Right in his brain.
I mean, I did hit him in the head.
No, roll the damage!
Like you said you shot him thematically in the head, and then you rolled and you mechanically hit him in the fucking head.
No, he survives that damage, you see him standing there.
Well, I was still holding him in a headlock, so I snapped his neck.
It's like with Theon Greyjoy trying to execute the Winterfell captain or whatever.
Or just fucking Theon Greyjoy getting kicked in the fucking groin, and then them slowly realizing, oh, it's not working. Why isn't it working? Oh, he doesn't have a... Oh, I'm about to get my ass kicked.
He didn't actually shoot him with a bullet, he shot him with, like, a plank.
Shot with air. If you put a fucking blank in a gun, hold it up to your fucking head and fire, you're, still likely
You're not
to
gonna
shoot
have
yourself.
much left.
I know.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys are in a little bit of a pinch, so you leave through the back door.
Yeah, no. So I look at the three of them, and I'm just like, all right, here's what you're gonna do. Get on the horses, or bear in his fucking case. Ride out to the mountains up there. There's the old gang of deputies. They should be able to help you out. I'm gonna go.
We should all leave. I don't know what your little mission here was that you thought.
It went completely tits up. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
There were a lot of marshals outside, and you guys are gonna use distraction because they have some pretty fucking nice horses.
Yeah, we're not gonna fuck around with marshals.
Yeah, so here's the thing. They have not seen either of you two. They do not know what you look like.
Actually, I need to
If
see how
you
many of
two
them are there.
get him to a doctor, if you guys ride out outside of town, just through that back door, I feasibly believe if I distract them long enough, you guys can get to safety. I will hopefully be fine.
You will either be dead or imprisoned, Emmett.
See, if this was a red kid, he would be completely fine.
If this is, they should have let me fight the final encounter with Edgar Ross. I would have fucking won.
I know, right?
I'd shot them all down.
Guys, focus.
But yeah, no, nonetheless, I will distract them. Fucking go, please.
Good luck, comrade.
You're gonna need it.
I sure as fuck am.
We'll be in Valentine.
I give him. I give you Slain a nod. I take off my hat and I give it to fucking. I give it over to Samuel. Don't get too attached to it. I'm fucking taking it back when I get Valentine.
Oh, you better.
And we go out the back door.
I mean, I shall endeavor to return it to you post haste.
It's yours now.
Godspeed, my friend. Godspeed.
You, Marcus. So what I do is I open up the front door with, like, the little, the revolver that, the revolver of, like, a Mad Dog that, that Baishan gave me. And I basically fire a derelict round at one of the marshals saying, "You want the fucking mayor and his son? Come get me!"
Oh, well, what the fuck did I delete them from the initiative? I'm dumb. Should we even do this little combat thing? They outnumber you.
They outnumber me. But
let's see how many
genuinely potentially survive.
You could also just set fire to the building and ride away
because
yelling that
I just rolled how many of the marshals are coming here. But yeah,
find out. I want to know exactly how many numbers I'm dealing with. I know there was a lot.
I suppose that what you have to decide is, do you want to tie the game up and see how many of them you can actually take down mechanically?
I want to kind
or
of
do you want to have a narrative scene where you go out in the blaze of glory?
Here's the thing. I genuinely, mechanically, probably could fuck a whole bunch of them up and escape. Narratively,
no.
If you guys want, I could flip a coin.
Or, here's another option. You surrender, letting us escape, and then we come and get you later.
That is also potential.
PCs never surrender.
You know, I actually have surrendered in games. You know, because not every character thinks he's a fucking Spartan defending fucking Thermopylae Pass. Same goes with a lot of my enemies.
It
is the often forgotten, very sensible, option.
I play AD&D. There are morale checks. If, like, they lose half their fighting force, or their leader dies, or if one of them dies, in most people's case, morale check. Oh no, they all either run away or surrender.
Yeah, that's,
This fight has immediately become unfun. Somebody got hurt.
Yep.
Yeah, they technically... I could do the same for you in reverse, because they just... outnumber
Oh yeah, no. If you want, you can make me roll willpower.
Begin. But I think it's like a good scene of you going out and well, let's see. So those two bodyguards would be probably the first because they would be going after the mayor. The marshals are coming behind, so you do have a chance.
I'm like legitimately blind firing out the window, waiting for all of them to show up. I'm genuinely trying to buy everyone as much fucking time as I actually can.
So let's see. We could do this mechanically and end the session after that.
Yeah.
Because I have a feeling that aside from Kari, nobody's exactly doing anything except escaping.
Yeah.
Running away.
They're riding to the town of Valentine.
And living out their lives over there in peace.
I doubt it.
Well, let's see. Your initiative, unless you want to roll again, was 38.
I'll roll again.
Who came back?
Oh, hey Connor.
Hello. What is happening?
Yeah, Chris might be dying.
I'm currently inside of a shack, surrounded by marshals and 2 bodyguards to the mayor. Kinda just murdered the mayor and his son inside this shack.
No, you didn't. I did.
Well, yeah, no, somebody else did. I kind of told basically the remainder of the party inside that shack, listen, I'm going to distract them, and I promise you, I will survive and come back and grab my fucking hat.
Alright, we're doing...
In all reality, I'm about to mechanically find out if I'm about to die a blaze of glory death, or if I'm actually genuinely going to somehow bullshit my way out of this situation.
Well, let's see. I'm gonna give you a chance, Chris. I'm gonna give you a chance to live. I'm not gonna... hopefully straight off kill you. I mean, I might. Who knows? Let's see. So they have pistols, so range of 8. They would be coming after you.
Now the question is, are they legitimately all just going to sprint inside like fucking psychopaths?
No.
Or are they gonna try and bargain their way? Well, I guess bargain.
I mean, technically you just rushed out, guns blazing.
No, I did not. I said I was blind firing from the door.
Okay, you
I'd assume that that the typical tactic of the marshals, as far as I've heard accounts, is basically surround the building and
that's why I have them firing. That's why I have them hanging back.
You know what I would genuinely expect them to do if they were anything like the fucking Canadian Mounties? They would light a stick of dynamite and throw it in there.
Like these two fuckers?
That's what they did to the Mad Trapper, is they tried to blow him up.
Like, yeah, the marshals, I'm making them hang back for pretty much a round, maybe 2, because they're coming behind. They're readying their gear pretty much. Because they were not going into this waiting for a battle.
Yeah.
Who would? They might have their pistols on hand, yeah.
Also, it should be noted that they should be under the belief that there's still a hostage inside.
Yeah. These two, the 2 expert bodyguards,
they know somebody got shot.
They know that they heard the gunfire inside, so they are in kind of a desperate situation, especially with their situation with the mayor.
Now, if they are mercenaries, I think at this point their typical response would be, "You just shot our meal ticket. I'm either gonna murder this guy or I'm gonna cut my losses." How are you guys getting to Valentine?
A sworn oath. Oh yeah, they were
with
the
legs.
oath people. Yeah, that's right. They might just take revenge upon you. They did hear the gunshot, but they don't see the body. Let's see.
Everything will be okay.
Everything will be okay. Let's see. Okay, both of their... Actually, I shouldn't have had that much bonus. Let's see, do those both beat their willpower, even without those high bonuses? Yes. So, Chris, unfortunately these 2 bodyguards, they're coming after you for blood.
And they're gonna be firing their pistols at me from, like, that position, correct?
They're not complete dumbasses, so this guy is gonna move behind.
Well, no, I'd imagine they would be firing their pistols at me unless they're
they're
like, we're gonna sprint headlong in there and pistol whip him to death.
No! This guy is gonna take cover like a smart boy.
Yeah.
Behind the fucking tree.
Yeah, like, I'm shooting from one of the windows.
Maybe if this was like my campaigns where there was no intelligent monsters whatsoever, I would make them just fucking try and pistol whip you. Because their weapon skill is much better than their ballistic, well, a little better than their ballistic skill. So in numbers, it would do so much better. Did you have Dust Blow?
Yeah. And even if it... Yeah, I dodge.
Okay, you dodge.
I'm still I'm in cover, thankfully.
Yeah, I'm imagining that you're shooting either from the doorway or the window.
Yeah, no, like, I'm not even trying to hit them, really. I'm blind firing, because, like, I don't know how... First things first, my character's not trained in using firearms, so I'm suffering a -20.
I'm treating this kinda as currently like you're shooting suppressive fire, kinda. So they're kinda taking cover and so on.
Yeah, alright. Now, Marcus, what is in this house? What is
so let's see. You're currently in like the entrance room, like the mud room. So that's like shoes and like old coats and whatever. Like over here by where the fireplace would be like the kitchen with like pots, pans, whatever. I would imagine that over here might be his bedroom. And over here is like the back exit where it would be like a living room. Like a dining area slash living room.
Alright.
If that gives you any like idea. Let's put in like little crate here. So you would be over here. Let's say this over here is the dining room.
Does this place have a cellar?
It might actually. Let me see. It might not. It does not.
Okay.
Let me see if it has anything kinda like a cellar. Okay. It has a smuggling hole.
How big is the smuggling hole?
Let's see. You probably would have explored this house, right? On your off time.
Yeah, I mean, again, we have we bought the place and we walked into it after we made
let's see. It's enough to hide a person. Like, 3 people.
And how well hidden is it?
It's like in the living room. I mean in the bedroom under like the bed.
Okay.
It's like a trapdoor, if you would imagine it.
I imagine because of the smoke and whatnot, and it has been winter, that there is a fire going.
I would imagine that you guys would have set in up a fire eventually.
So here's what I do. Here's what I do. There are currently 2 dead bodies in this house. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over and I'm going to basically grab the jacket that I imagine what's his fuck was wearing, Sam. I'm going to put my jacket on him. Then I'm gonna run over to the fireplace and I'm basically gonna catch everything in this room on fire. And then I'm gonna hide in the smuggling hole. And basically, when this fucking place inevitably burns down, if I somehow manage to fucking survive, you know, all the problems that would arise from a circumstance where you're sitting inside of a small shack that's currently burning to the fucking goddamn ground, when they eventually come in here to inspect the place, hopefully they will recognize the jacket that I placed on that dude and think, ah, he fucking burned himself alive with the mayor. What a fucking psychopath.
Tell you what, I'm gonna consider this as narrative combat, so it doesn't take like 3 turns to do that all.
Yeah. Although the while I'm just firing derelict shots all around.
Like with one hand, just go bang bang.
Oh yeah, because I'm not even trying to fucking aim, I'm just firing. I'm firing to basically give them this impression that I'm legitimately trying to make a fucking valiant final stand with a handgun.
Or Chris, do the same thing as my voice guy in Fallout, and just go bang bang.
Rolls a nat 1, kills them all.
Oh yeah, no, like I'm fucking, I'm making the noise that's making it seem like I've got a fucking Harley.
No, you just fucking yell bang bang, or do like a Gatling gun. Bang 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 bang. That was funny. Anyways, yeah, you do that as these guys are like approaching, but then let's move you to the like smuggling hole.
Yeah, they walk in, they just see the fucking massive fire.
Yeah, they almost managed to like reach the house as they're shooting at the... And then like the whole place just sets alight. Now let's see, you are in a smuggling hole. It is reinforced, but is it reinforced enough against fire?
Potentially not.
I mean, I could just say that you burn alive, but
Flip a coin.
there's no...
Oh, here's the thing. I do not expect to get out of this if I do get out of this.
It's not quite like that one
without...
time when I threw an explosive at you guys and made roll damage. Because in this case...
Oh yeah, no, here's the thing. So this is a narrative thing. I do not expect to get out of this if I do get out of this without suffering severe burns or some kind of, like, pulmonary injury.
Let's see, how...
Like, I expect to walk out of this critically injured in some fucking facet.
I mean, I could just say, like, go to 0 and burn a fate point in this situation if
I
you
will
want.
say this, though. I have 15 fucking wounds. I can take some punishment.
You are beefy.
Because that house, it is small, but it is gonna burn for a little bit, I would imagine. Thankfully...
Well, yeah, it's old wood, so old dead shit burns faster.
Thankfully, this smuggling hole was used to store some alcohol, because remember, this guy had a connection with Daniel Samuelson.
Yeah, so I had a very easy means is to spread the fire around the house.
But thankfully, there was not alcohol inside of the smuggling hole. Yeah. Otherwise, you would just fucking burn it.
I'm not gonna lie, if there was, I was gonna grab it and throw it.
Let's see, was there non-magic fire is multiplier times 1/4. Or what the hell does that even mean?
I don't know.
It's like X like that. Makes it, is that like 4th? Extra damage, or is it
1/4?
Yeah, 1/4 extra damage from non-magical fire.
So what is this?
Now the real question is how much would like a fire do? Incendiary. I do have that bomb.
Incendiary would do. You know what? Yeah, you know what? Let's say you threw. We'll treat this as if you threw an incendiary grenade at me.
I know that I'm probably gonna roll 1, so I'll tell you what.
I mean, just.
What's the command to roll 1 damage? R1?
R1D1.
1d1.
Or / roll 1.
Yeah. No, wait. Does it? I don't think it recognizes that, or does it?
Yes, it does. If I remember
Really?
correctly.
Like
yes. Yeah, you can / roll 1d1.
1d1? / roll 1d1.
It will recognize it.
Yeah, I mean 1d1 obviously, but I was thinking, does it actually recognize just /R1? Yeah, but yeah.
Yes, you could do
You're
slash
rolling
R
one. And it's
multiplying.
just like, alright, one.
Yeah.
One what?
Let's see.
What is your one trying to tell me?
That you are the one, Obi-Wan.
You
You're the one in 20 and 1.
No, jump this. Nobody
I
ever
saw
makes the
today the
jump.
worst crossover ever.
So I would assume that the armor would not count. Your toughness.
Armor would not
is
count,
4.
but toughness would.
So let's see, 12 damage times 1/4. So that's what's 4th of like 3?
Hang on.
Is the house going to burn to the ground?
So
Probably is.
If it's an old wood house, yes, it will.
So
burn
let me
very
get this straight. The clever plan Emmett has is to hide inside the
smuggling
basement of a
hole.
building that's going to burn down upon him.
yeah, it's again, it's not a clever plan.
In
It is-
narrative?
So where two questions.
Uh-huh.
One, where does he get air when the fire is eating it all up? And two, how does he intend to get out from underneath a pile of ruins that is several 100 degrees centigrade hot?
Good question.
Oh yeah, no. Again, this is not meant to be.
Oh, he doesn't have to worry about
Oh yeah, no. This is not meant to be a plan that is in any way, shape, or form perfect, or even probably logically feasible.
It is
it. Isn't.
a plan.
No,
It is not a feasibly good plan.
I think it's more of an plan.
It is this plan kind of basically boils down to this: if I somehow manage to survive the circumstances of this, I'd imagine they were like, "Huh, he burnt the fucking place down. Well, job's done, and fuck off." And if they manage to fuck off, then I might be able to muscle my way out of the fucking heavy rubble.
Yeah, you know
It's
what?
going to
Covered
be
it.
hard seeing it.
Oh yeah, I know it's gonna be really fucking hard.
Oh,
Like,
it's not
like,
hard.
I
We'll be
need
dead.
I need not you being both a firefighter and a chemist for you to tell me that this fucking plan is incredibly unfeasible.
So yeah, hold on. What happens when?
The smart move would have been to take those bodies, light them on fire, right? Set the place ablaze like you did, and walk out the back door.
That would be the smart move.
Let's see.
The thing is, it was noted to me that the marshals would surround the location.
When they
That's
get
what
their
they would do.
forces, they haven't had their forces yet.
They're kind of all right there.
In the front of the house.
Not right there. Like I said, it would take them a little while, but yes, they would surround the house, most
And
likely.
it takes
Okay,
Even-
I figured that they had already surrounded the place, which was leading me to kind of believe, okay, I need to do it this way. Because if I just try to run out the back door, they're just gonna, you know...
I mean,
someone's
they
gonna
might
focus
catch you because they were about to start to, like, surrounding the house, and like you said, they do have horses.
Yeah,
Actually,
yeah.
they-
See, again, they would if I tried to do that plan, which is it's a good plan if it wasn't for the fact they were surrounding the place. I would walk out the back door and they would see me and they'd be like, "That motherfucker just tried
They
to pull
would
a
have a
fucking rib
chance
on
of
us."
catching you, yes. But let's see,
Yeah.
there's no such thing as critical fire damage, so just this once, I'm gonna go over to the Dark Heresy section.
Yeah, no, I genuinely do believe that I will probably die.
So
I
let's
believe in you.
see. Let's see, critical
But you know, there's always hope.
Let's see, which page did Dark Heresy had critical damage over there?
The combat section of the book.
253, I think it was. Like that.
Alright.
It's way down there.
Explosive rending, it would be energy damage. That's
Also, Holly, you're a firefighter?
No, he's a ninja.
That concerns me even more about Deimos now. Now I'm going to walk away.
These games are not real, right?
True!
You realize that the characters in these games are not real, right?
True,
wait,
with
what?
your knowledge, you concern me.
So he uses his knowledge of firefighting, or more specifically, his degree in chemistry, to have a solid grasp understanding of what chemicals are good for explosives, and also which chemicals are good for explosives that are also commercially purchasable.
Wait, what do you mean that it's not real? I thought all of these things happened, like, our characters in Ice Campaign are still in that fucking wagon just waiting for the other party to come and rescue them.
He took 6 of my fucking fingers. Like, Kai, that character couldn't do fucking shit anymore after that. I would struggle to open a door.
Well, wait, which fingers did you lose?
5 on one hand and a thumb on the other.
Oh, never mind then. Then yes, it does.
I wouldn't be able to fire a gun. I would struggle with the most basic of fucking human manual dexterity.
You could fire a gun just fine.
I think my character was like the most fine out of all of us, but even his was fucked up.
Anyways, I'm about to go do something stupid. Later.
I'm already doing something stupid. I've lit a building on fire and I have no real means of escape. Just fucking hope that these smugglers,
Alright, Chris, here we go.
spot.
That's actually a pretty good result from the... what would actually happen, probably.
There is no fatigue in this game.
Well, yeah, we can just ignore the fatigue and say that you're tired.
Okay. So, make an agility check or catch fire. Okay. I can do that.
Are you dodging the inside of the oven?
No, it just says make an agility test or catch
Which, by the way, still is not what's going to kill you.
No.
It's
No,
the smoke,
definitely not.
isn't it?
Yeah.
No, Marks. Lack of oxygen.
Oh, yeah. It would burn everything, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah, yeah, I was genuinely thinking about that fucking episode as well. Well, I'm not on fire.
You're not on fire! And,
But now would require a toughness check, basically, to not suffocate to death from the fucking smoke.
So, yeah, first the smoke.
Again, there is no smoke.
Actually,
down
yeah,
here. Or at least not a lot. But there is
yeah.
no oxygen here.
There is no oxygen, so was it? No, sorry, it'd be a toughness check. There was a rule for suffocation and for holding your breath. I just don't.
There is actually, yeah, I remember that.
What fucking page is it on?
Natural damage, suffocation 138. Oh, there's a rule for fire
Look forward to
too.
you somehow managing to make so many toughness checks that you hold your breath for a solid 10 hours.
Let's see, fire damage from 1 from a small campfire to a raging inferno. Well, this would be more than a raging inferno, so I say that the 1d10 plus 5 was more than fair. Suffocation. There are ways to suffocate. Let's see.
Shell shocking, guys. There are ways to suffocate. Who would have thought?
Who would have thought?
Drowning is the most common, but smoke, certain gases, when in danger, character must make a toughness check once per minute. Okay.
Once per minute.
Roll 60 times.
Let's see, it is quite a fast burn, so... Oh. Let's see, how fast would like a small wooden building burn?
3 minutes.
They actually burn for a very long time.
Yeah. Now,
You'd
what do
be
you...
very
here's the thing.
surprised.
What would you narratively say?
So let's see, you would have some oxygen in there when you went in. You close the trapdoor, you would have that amount of air in there, trapped with you.
Yeah.
So let's say you know that you're like stuck there. You're trying to conserve your
He's not the thing that's going to consume all that oxygen, Marcus.
I fire outside.
I know,
He
but
has a house on fire on top of him.
I'm just like thinking and like.
I get all of this. I know this is an incredibly stupid thing to do. My character is also not exceptionally intelligent.
Oh, I'm not saying that most people would know that.
So
it is absolutely reasonable to expect people nowadays to try that shit.
So let's say you have a little bit of time before all of the air is pretty much gone.
As a frame of reference, it is not rare that people try to hide from fire under beds or in cupboards.
Oh yeah. There was a goddamn Splinter Cell game where you're walking through a burning building and you're expected to crouch and walk and like crawl prone because the smoke is like apparently like the smoke cannot get you.
I mean, if you roll well enough on your stealth check, it can't see you, and
it
cannot hurt you.
It legitimately, the point that they made is that in this Splinter Cell game, if you crawled prone or if you were crouching while you were inside of a burning building, the smoke would be above you. The smoke would like be sitting above of you, and therefore you would not be inhaling the smoke.
It is not 100% true, but it is very largely true.
No, they illustrated this point because the main character, I can't fucking remember.
Fisher.
Sam Fisher. He's fucking short. Like, he's really fucking short, apparently. Or at least according to the guy who writes Zero Punctuation, because he's like 5'8".
That's not really short. That's actually
the thing is, though, is the guy who writes Zero Punctuation is 6'5".
Then yeah, he'd call him short, but
yeah. So like, legitimately, he's like, "Are you expecting me to believe that the world's greatest assassin's a fucking midget?"
Well, he's not a midget. That's how tall I am. It's literally.
Oh yeah, no.
I'm
5'9".
I'm 5'9" in my boots.
Let's see.
Oh yeah, no. I know for a fact that I'm like, I'm not even the average height of like the average U.S. citizen.
Yeah, you are.
Well, no, the average height in the U.S. is 5'10". My brother is 5'10". I'm 5'9". My dad was 6'3". His brother is 6'8".
The last average I heard was 5'7" was the average.
So tell you what, for now, I'll ask you the first toughness check. I don't care about the fucking times or how much oxygen.
You know what? Let's roll a glorious fate point. Actually, you know what? I can just spend one to get a plus cannon pass.
You could just burn a fate point to survive this shit.
Could
I just, out of curiosity, could I just burn all 3 of my fate points to just survive the bullshit that I've gotten myself into?
You really only need to burn 1, and you'll survive it.
Yeah,
there are a lot of things that I would genuinely need to continuously burn for to survive.
So
the fire, the lack of oxygen.
I think we can all agree that Emmett, in like real term rules, he would die.
Literally, in every fucking possible feasible facet, he would die.
But since you would probably maybe burn a fate point. Well, more likely, usually you like to create.
Well, usually, you know me. I never fucking fate point.
So this is more of a question to you now, actually, Chris. Would you like to roll another character, or is Emmett just now burned in? Well, he didn't burn you into a crisp. He would just die of suffocation. One of the worst ways to go.
I've got to think about this. I could make a brand new character. Or I could have my fucking character somehow survive this fucking shit.
You all of a sudden need to corner.
What does everyone else think?
I think that Emmett would be even scarier if he was a burn victim.
Fuck, I would give you the uncertainty talent that the bear has.
I have menacing.
Well, I wouldn't give him a talent or anything. I would just say that he'd be scarier as a burn victim.
I know, but that makes so much sense that I would give him the what the bear has, the unsettling thing. That looking at him is just so like, oh my god.
Game protagonist, male, white, chiseled, 6'4" minimum.
Yep.
And then there's Emmett, 5'9", scorched.
Yep. Disfigured midget.
He's,
But anyway, when did we start? At what? 5?
So,
Are we going for what? 4 hours?
something like that, yeah.
Sometimes we go for 4 hours, sometimes we go for 2. It kind of
We
just
have
been doing this
gone
for
for...
We've been doing this for 3 hours and 20 minutes. We started at 11 my time.
If
It's
you
up
needed to
you.
go for your game, go ahead.
Actually, no, it's cancelled today, but I was thinking that if we're going to be discussing the merits of dying literally
other
in a
hand,
blaze of
I
glory,
do
or
actually have
pick
to
a new
go for the
character,
next game.
so... Yeah.
Oh, you need to go?
So, yep. Seabass finally moved this game to Saturdays.
Oh!
You know what? I'll
So,
roll a D.
Chris,
I'll roll,
Chris,
you know what? I'll roll.
you could take the whole week to ponder over the
So,
the
You know
various
what? No,
merits of your options.
I'm gonna solve this right now. I'm gonna roll a D2. On a 1, I'm gonna burn all
guys.
the fucking. I'm gonna
Cheerio.
burn all the fate points. To
I'm gonna
survive
leave as
this.
well.
On a 2,
okay.
Um,
Good one.
Bye.
Alright, on a 1, I'm gonna burn all the fate points to survive this. On a 2, I don't. I'll leave this up to fate. What it has to say. That sound fair?
Yeah, okay, whatever you want. I'm up for,
Alright, Emmett is burning to death. Poor guy.
He had a good run. Really, he...
You know what? He sought redemption. He may have failed in becoming a better man. And in his desire to kind of wanna be a good guy. But in the end, he stuck his neck out for his friends.
And best of all, Samuel is not wanted. The only one who's still kind of wanted is Rika.
Alright, so good, let's see how many toughness checks I can get down before it fucking burns me to death.
Well, start, failing there.
Well, no, I spent one to get a +10.
Yeah, but let's see, so there's other suffocation toughness?
Yeah, okay, another one?
Yeah, got it. Let's see how long.
Alright, I failed that one.
So you would have taken -10 with that one.
-10
Yeah,
for the other one.
yeah, then the other one for this third minute. -20. For the next one. And then he would fall unconscious. And if he would not be rescued within 2 minutes. So unless the building would burn in, what was that, 4 minutes?
Yeah.
And then the guys would have time to find you within the extra 2 minutes.
Hmm?
You would die.
Yeah.
But that's... yeah, how long would a building like that burn? Like they said,
It's,
probably an hour or more.
It would take a while. So it is safe to say that Emmett, the Knight Rider, Walter, burns to death.
If you would have burned a fate point, that would have been like, oh, as you're dying, you find... I don't know, what would you even... Because there's no,
Crawl
like,
way out.
oxygen bottle back then.
Well, it would have been a crawl way out.
Wait, what happened?
He
A way to
finds finds like a hidden route inside of the smuggling hole, and he's like, oh wow, how the fuck did I miss that?
So the cowboy lives. Correct?
Oh no, I passed out from the lack of oxygen.
And then he
Oh.
would die.
Yeah,
Aw.
because the building would not feasibly.
You had the right idea with the... But unfortunately...
Right idea, bad execution.
Right idea.
Oh yeah, no, No, I recognized, like, very much so, like, I needed to buy everyone kind of time to get out, because, for the most part, everyone has, like, a regular horse. They don't have war horses. I imagine the marshals have war horses. We could not actually...
They might have just light war horses.
Yeah, no, light war horses are fast.
What the hell's a light war horse?
An Arabian.
I mean, yes, they would have only had, currently, 4 of them would have started chasing you. But thankfully...
Oh, yeah, no, like, you gotta remember, one of the people in there,